Remember Trigglypuff?
Yeah, those were the days.
What if we had only known.
So how do you think Mark Carney's doing these days?
How do you think Mark Carney's daughter is doing these days?
Unwell.
Son?
No one knows.
Inappropriate to speak of it.
But there does seem to be something weird and gross about him.
Well, I still stand by my, like, I was like, oh, I know he's a snake, but, like, is he my snake?
I don't think he's our snake.
He's not our snake, dude.
I think he's the China snake and the Europe snake.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't...
Like, I kind of thought about this. I'm like, well, you know, one master for another, right?
Well, of course.
And they were all, you know, they're pretty much already interfering with our elections anyway. So we might as well just become a province of China. It's okay. But, like, imagine shit pops off. Something happens. Does China come to the defense of Canada?
No.
No.
They didn't do anything for Venezuela.
They haven't done shit for Africa. They haven't done shit for, what? They have deals with Iran.
Well, they've traditionally in Canada, you've had like the more pro-American faction and then the more pro Europe / more pro-China faction.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe in a general sense, there's no economic advantage to not having things work out with the U.S.
Yeah.
What are you talking? Like 90% of what we're trading.
Oh, we're doing great.
And the funny thing about the trade war thing is that Ontario is getting smoked the most.
Yeah, they got to get more money for equalization. It's weird because all of our deals are about protecting Ontario like industry. They're like, oh, automotive. Gotta save and steel plants. Gotta save Ontario jobs.
They were bent out of shape about EVs from China.
Well, they built they paid billions of dollars to build a fucking battery plant.
The Stellantis incident.
Yeah,
and then they're just like, yeah, we're not building it. No, we're keeping the money.
And we were gonna staff it with our countrymen, anyways. You see that thing I sent you about Japan?
No.
Where they're like, we're getting rid of H-1Bs. And they're like, what are we going to do about curry? Like, we had the recipes, dude. Settle down.
So
Isn't
Carney,
that the greatest argument against any... Like, who's that fucking loser? Fell and broke his hip and his wife complained about it. Piers Morgan. Yeah, there we go. And how he was getting just fucking smoked, where he's like, I trade an Englishman for good chicken dal, good tikka masala. And it's like, dude, you know we can cook that, right? Like it wouldn't be authentic. And every kind of metropolitan global citizen is just like, I don't care if they're illegal. I like their food.
There is a, you know, like the foodie thing.
What's like, is it?
It's the worst, but it's highly correlated with leftism. And I think leftism is tends to be more obsessed with like food as like, yay, food.
Culture.
Like Reddit style, like food, subreddit.
Do you blame
foodies?
Anthony Bourdain?
He might be part of it, but I don't really know enough to bring that into it. But
fucking weird, dude. People beat off to that guy. They're like, oh, no,
it's
gone too soon.
He's like a guru or something.
Oh, I just travel the world and eat food. They're like, oh, wow. You're so cool.
But the left really focuses on like kind of the carnal side of life.
What else is there?
It's like, man is not... Man doesn't have a destiny, or he's not like, you know, a special thing. He's just like, he's a stomach and he's a genital and he's a
desire.
He's like a pleasure center. And
if there's no meaning, then like sensations.
I think that's why they like prawn in food so much.
Yeah.
And not so much that they like just like it, but that's...
I think deep down
they're pushing for it.
Yeah. It's like,
we need more food.
Oh yeah,
more prawn.
Yeah, I need immigrants to deliver me my food because I'm too busy. I'm so busy.
Yeah, and that's kind of like the new underclass.
Oh yeah. going to be replaced by robots in like 5
just
years.
Deteriorating these poor Toyota Corollas all over town.
Dude, the brake dust is out of control.
Because those Toyota Corollas, like, what are they being taken care of?
A lot of Maximas.
How do you make the economics of it work unless you just forego, like, you just ignore the depreciation effect?
They don't see it as an asset. Are you fucking retarded? They're not looking at like writing off their like vehicle expenses. Like they don't have an LLC. Like they don't.
It seems like it's shifted the burden to like the capital asset. And so you're like, okay, well, we're going to make it more convenient to, you know, get some food if it's cold outside or whatever. Yeah. You get some
tikka masala.
Some, you know, minority to bring it to you.
Yeah.
And they take the big cut out of the establishment, like the food provider.
Do you feel...
But then... like the convenience is borne by the vehicle because it's not. I feel like they're just not being taken care of.
Yeah,
all these Corollas run by
people who don't change their oil?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Like, does the food taste better when the weather's worse? Like, when you know that he maybe had a couple accident, like near misses, does it taste a little better?
Like I have never used one of those services.
No way. Not even once?
No.
Not once.
Wife has used them a few times, but generally, I like to go pick things up.
Yeah.
Or use the direct, like the in-house delivery.
Yeah.
But in general, I like to pick things up.
Okay.
To, you know, have the connection to the neighborhood, like buyer and seller.
What's wrong with you? Just hit a button.
I'm not doing the third-party delivery service.
It shows up on your door.
I feel like it's...
Your driver's Ahmed.
You know, I don't like the idea.
Do you want 11 o'clock cheesecake from Renjesh? He's on his way.
No, it seems crazy.
Just click a button, dude. Poof. Cheesecake. It's on our way to food replicators. You know what I mean? Like... I don't care where it came from. It basically came out of thin air.
It's weird. So I was thinking, did I talk to you about this before? But it's like, I've been trying to understand it. And I feel like when I was young, there was some richer families that were in like the orbit or whatever. Like you'd interact with their kids and stuff. And some of them had nannies.
Yeah.
Or
au pairs.
So imagine if you had like a nanny or like a household servant or whatever, and she's a minority, say, and she goes and picks you up like some Chinese food or gets you your pizza or your chicken sandwiches or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so she's kind of like part of the household and she's an employee, like she's doing services. Switch from that option to Ahmed.
Yeah.
He's got his Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
He works for
his Nissan Maxima.
GetToTheFoodQuick.com.
Yeah.
And he picks it up for you and he brings it to you.
Yeah.
And something about it seems like weird and less humane because it's like splitting things up, or it's like these weird divisions that are introduced. And in a way, maybe that's what all convenience is about, but I don't know. There's something I don't like about the whole third-party food delivery service. Maybe it's completely irrational.
It is.
But there's something wrong with it.
It is. I'm telling you, I do have to tell you, if it's bad out. So you know how like you try really hard to do something? Like you have to like drive for 20 minutes, 30 minutes across town to get this like, oh, they only serve this type of soup here.
Yeah.
And then you bring it home and it's fucking good. You know, you're like, yeah,
that's
it was
awesome.
worth it. And then imagine it's twice as hard or it's twice as far and the roads are treacherous. You're like, man, I'm risking it all to get this soup. Put my life on the line for this thing. And there's a spirit that comes with that. But imagine someone else does that for you. Wouldn't the soup taste just a little better?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't really
like, and you save
weirds me out.
And you save 40 minutes.
Well, yeah,
because your time's valuable.
Convenient.
Yeah.
and safe for you.
Yeah. Like, what do you
So you're paying for that.
honestly
It's
think
like,
about?
whatever, it makes total sense. But
What do you think
don't know.
your 40 minutes a day is worth in comparison to Ranjesh? Like, are they even in the same plane of existence?
well, I don't know.
Like, I work all day hard. And the idea, like, I have a dollar sign associated to my hourly wage. And to spend 30 minutes of it in traffic.
Well, it's serious cost.
Dude.
Serious opportunity cost. But, I guess just at a certain point, like, convenience kind of gets weird and dehumanizing.
You're sounding like a fucking commie, dude.
I'm like a boomer.
Yeah.
Well, I've become a boomer.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like
have.
70 years old.
Dude, I click a button, food shows up. Star Trek. I don't know how it gets there. I can see them on a map.
Dude, so would you want a robot servant? Like, say you could send them
Fuck
out.
yeah.
Like, say, like, Star Wars. Have you ever seen that? So, they have, like, that golden robot guy.
Yeah.
And he's, like, I don't know what he does. He, like, does stuff around the house, or he's, like, a Google bot or something.
Yeah.
I think he's, like, a reference bot or, like, an info bot. But say you had one that, like, was kind of maybe not even an info bot, but just a menial task bot.
Yeah.
And you're like, yo, X25G, go get me a
Sprite.
pizza.
Yeah.
Go get me some Pepsi from the 7-Eleven.
Yo, X25.
Would you want that?
Yeah.
That robot?
Yeah.
So do you think that would be better than having Ahmed bring you, like,
Yeah.
your pizza?
Because if it's busted, I just fucking get a new one.
Well, that's what they do with Ahmed as well.
Yeah.
Once he breaks down that Corolla.
Once that Corolla's done, he's done, dude. Get out of here. Beat it.
So we were talking about Carney.
Yeah.
We should probably discuss the immigration situation.
Yeah.
So supposedly, I was looking at, like, these different presentations, like, on government websites and stuff. And banks put out these, like, interesting studies as well. And they're talking about there's, like, 3 million temporary things here, like international students, temporary worker, and there's, like, a third one. I forget what it
Work
is. Work
visa or... Yeah.
And there's 3 million of them expiring this year.
Yeah.
And supposedly,
Yeah.
they're not getting renewed because they want them to leave. Their plan is to have, like, basically all of them, or most, because they know some will, like, stay illegally, but
Yeah.
more on that point in a second. So between now and, like, 2028, they want, like, 3 million people to leave. Supposedly, we'll observe what actually happens.
I don't believe it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, are they just gonna come up with a last minute extension, or is there gonna be some weird, like, reclassification, or, like, who knows? But this is the thing we're watching for. Supposedly, this is the plan. And then they want to, like, start growing the population again. We had like the first quarter of like population decline, which is kind of funny.
How?
So a bunch of people are leaving already.
Okay.
Tons are supposed to leave over, like, in 2026. And one of the things they were saying, like, yes, some do stay legally or illegally when they're supposed to leave. That does happen. But, and the estimate for the actual numbers are, like, all over the place depending on what you go with. But apparently, most do leave. And apparently one of the reasons for that is apparently it's really hard to work in Canada when you're here illegally versus the US. I don't know all the mechanics of the differences, but apparently that's, like, a major factor in different immigration comparisons. Yeah, so basically they want, like, flat population growth for, like, 3 years.
Why?
Because they want to get rid of people. Apparently the banks are, like, telling the government, like, you guys screwed this up big time. And it's kind of counterintuitive because you think, well, the banks, don't they want more immigration?
Yeah.
And apparently they don't, because the economy's so messed up. And one of the things I read about was how, so apparently measuring it economically, immigration was good for Canada, quote unquote.
Okay.
Up until about the 1980s. since then, it hasn't been a positive, which was one of the claims. And these are like, spurred out like economic measurements and stuff. So it's like, whatever, maybe that's true, maybe it's not. But so there could be some like thinking going on.
Doubt it.
Where, well, that's the thing. That's what we'll see. This looks like the mentality in the ruling class right now.
It's too critical to their identity.
Maybe, but if the banks want it, they might get it.
Like, what are banks' number one assets in Canada?
Bonds.
Number two?
Houses, I guess.
Okay. So does more immigration affect the bond market?
Depends what happens.
Presumably more GDP, maybe. They're like, yeah, real GDP, or like amalgamated, aggregated M2 over real GDP, or not. Like, they'll find some meta number to be like, oh yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's like if you get $1 extra of GDP for every million people you add, it would be bad.
Yeah.
And that's basically where they're at.
The graph has to go up and to the right.
The marginal benefit of each new person they throw into this hellhole.
I thought you were about to say marginal utility, dude. I was like, shit. Uh-oh. We got a fucking, like a libertarian.
So I'm saying, like, I'm totally skeptical too. I'm just saying this appears to be like a meaningful, serious position within at least some faction of the ruling class.
Okay, but
which we'll see how it plays out, because we've got basically from now to 2028 to see how many of these people leave.
But it's like they didn't. Basically, when the day of the rake happens, like, it's not going to save them, dude, because they literally tapped, like, they turned off the spigot because it was now costing them money potentially, which I still don't believe, but because of asset number 2, you have 3 million less people, you have 3 million less people trying to buy houses, right? So asset tier number 2 for the banks holding mortgages and property assets. Like, I kick out 3 million people, might affect some shit. All the boomers, super upset. Oh, my equity, my second mortgage.
Well, I don't know if they make like most of their money, because those are like
the
safest assets. So
what percentage of Canadian GDP is associated with real estate?
Well,
somewhere between 16 and like 30
anyway,
something.
I'm just saying, like, the banks are saying the immigration situation has been bad for them.
Huh.
So I'll have to go back and dig into more details. I was like kind of just surprised by the things I was reading.
I feel like
I thought the natural thing you'd read in like the official presentations would be like, oh, well, we just obviously if it's not working, we just need more of it.
Yeah.
But no, like
Keynesian
that doesn't
style,
appear
dude.
to be any kind of serious position taken. Now that's the cult ideological position.
Turn on the tap. Just get a bigger bucket.
But yeah, like what kind of like managerial ruling class do you have?
Do you think there's
what do they do?
Some hyper optoid who made his way onto like some board somewhere and he's just like, get him gone. Get him out of here.
I don't know.
Do you think it's because of the Palestinian protests and they're like hunting Jews in Toronto?
It's probably an aspect of it. Yeah. I'm sure that's really bothering a lot of people.
Especially in Toronto.
Well, especially in Toronto and Montreal.
Yeah.
And so where do like the scum of Canada live? Oh, and in Ottawa too.
I was about to say where are the Jews, but
well, interestingly, they seem to be clustered around like Laurentian elite areas that are dominant in the ruling class.
Just adjacent to it, yeah. Now, I don't mean to imply that. It's simply that there does seem to be a high propensity of them, triple parentheses, near banks and financial institutions. A lot of Irishmen too, but mostly a lot of Jews. And like the secular hip, the worst kind of Jews. The secular hip, liberal, extra liberal Jew Speaking of that, do you think they're looking at the Epstein stuff, saying like stuff like, "Oh, there'll be goys aplenty." Like, do you think that they're just like shit? Like the jig is up.
No.
How many average people do you think finally found out about the term goy because of Epstein? It just means the countries, it's the people.
I don't know. I think it's like typical racial slang most people would be familiar with.
It's closer to slur though, how they use it.
Well, yeah, it's not like a term of endearment.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, every new Epstein thing is less interesting than the last one. I don't even get what's going on.
What about the jerky stuff? It's kind of weird.
I don't know. I think it's all a psyop.
Yeah.
Like, why are we getting this now?
Because they want you to see that there's not a fucking thing that's going to happen to anyone.
I don't think so.
That's the psyop.
That seems like no.
Do you think heads are going to roll? Or Thomas Massey's going to get a bullet in the back of his head?
Nobody cares about Thomas Massey.
So it's all under control?
He's like ostracized. So he is irrelevant.
All part of the plan?
Epstein, he's obsessed.
So there's no shut it down call being made? They're like, let it proceed.
I don't get what the new information is, and I don't really think no one's ever gonna tear down the conspiracy behind it.
It doesn't. You know how it used to be absolutely crazy to talk about cheese pizza and the Podesta stuff, and the people that knew were like, dude, these people, demons, and people are like, you're fucking crazy, and then a couple years later. 3 million emails come out with 3 million more to come that basically go yo, you are the rich and powerful elected officials, princes. Here is 100% they are fucking pedophilic Satanists.
This is Alex Jones stuff since the 90s.
Yeah, but everybody thought he was retarded.
Well, but the thing is, I don't think anyone who believed that before... I don't think there's going to be a significant addition in the number of people who think that now. It's the same people.
But they're going to have to come up with ways around it.
They're not going to have to do anything.
No? Okay. No. Okay.
There's just...
So that's why you're getting it.
It's just endless rabbit trails.
Are you...
I just don't think anything's ever going to happen. There will never be any justice or anything.
Demoralization complete.
What more new is there to get? I think basically people know what happened.
Yeah.
It's like a 9/11 thing, or it's like anything. People know the official story's BS. There will be bazillions of documents released. 9/11, you can go read a bazillion documents online. They're on the government website. Same thing with all the Epstein stuff they're putting out. And they'll probably put out more.
The passports.
I don't know what decides when they put out what stuff.
But the passports were in the rubble. Isn't that a miracle? They were just right there. The passports in the rubble, right there. God did that. Dude.
I'm shaking my head.
No, I think.
Look, we know Carney was with Epstein.
Yeah. When and where? Doing what? For what God?
Yeah, worshiping Baal.
Yeah,
and sacrificing children to their gods.
Dude, do you see that? I sent you that picture. The Iranians burning the
yeah, that's pretty funny.
Badass.
No, don't burn down my Baal idol.
No, they're look at these
religious tolerance.
Look at these fundamentalist Muslims. They're so stupid.
Do you think the liberal value of religious freedom should include the right to worship Baal? Or Baal, if you prefer?
It leads to it, yeah.
Do you think that's a problem?
No.
Remember, was this a year or two ago when didn't the Church of Satan set up some little shrine at some state capitol building, and then some guy came and trashed it?
Yeah, dude.
And people were like, religious freedom, man. First Amendment, man.
Look at how hypocritical.
Have you ever heard of the First Amendment?
They're so hypocritical.
What a bunch of hypocrites.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's a Polish Polish MP taking a fire extinguisher to a menorah inside a city hall.
So one thing, if you didn't see it before, maybe one sees certain patterns of religious imagery in some of the, conspiratorial things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think a lot of those people are into some dark occult stuff. Like Joe Biden. He's probably a high-level wizard.
He has the just the appearance of a wizard for sure. Just shuffles everywhere he goes. I'm young and sprightly, fat. Just do push-ups. Excited for push-ups? Do you think you could beat Joe Biden in a push-up contest? Because
No.
I bet you couldn't. Fat.
No.
Fucking knew it. Or do you see Trump give that guy the finger?
No.
some guy yelled out like pedophile, and he's like, "Fuck you."
What about and that's the thing too. They're like, Trump's all over the Epstein.
He's
files.
done this time.
He's like, the walls are closing in.
Where are you gonna go, Trump?
It's too much. Like,
Yeah.
I just
Psyop
it's all
complete.
so bizarre to watch at this stage.
I think if anything, it's just like the question is like, did anybody vote for Donald Trump specifically because he said he was going to release those files? Yeah, I bet a bunch did.
Probably a few like
Enough.
Otherwise apathetic types might have thrown in a ballot.
Yeah, that might have put him over the edge in certain places.
But when he ran in 2016, he also told Alex Jones that he was going to reinstate the gold standard, and I bet you like 3 or 4 people voted for him because of that.
The one gold bugs on their mailing list.
Do you think it was a smart political move for Donald Trump in his first campaign to do a long interview with Alex Jones?
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah.
Do you think Trump is a political genius?
Yes. I think he has the instincts of a savant. Do you know what I mean?
He's the most incomprehensible human I've ever seen.
Man of destiny.
He is a man of destiny. It's what Hegel called the cunning of reason. The world historical man.
It's more like...
He doesn't understand what he is.
Yeah. Well, because he can't understand things in those terms. He's just like, well, I do good.
He's not a philosopher.
Yeah. No, he's just like, I do, like, I'm good at what I do, Tricky bit, dude. When he came out for his inauguration, he was just like, tricky business.
You know the trickster god in Warhammer, like Eldar, like whatever that Harlequin god is, or the clown god.
Yeah, because he won't lead people to freedom by defeating the Harlequin trickster god is like sworn to like destroy Slanesh, and Trump is not sworn to destroy anything, dude. He is not.
Trump is not sworn.
He's a positive force, not a negative one. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't understand. I'm just along for the ride. I'm just watching things unfold.
Dude, do you think that when you get shot by an ICE officer, they're going to Photoshop you to look less Jewy?
They're going to make me look more handsome.
Yeah. Because it's important for women to care. You got to be like good looking, or else they'll just be like, Judd, no one cares if you die. It's true.
Die for the Quality Leering Center. Die for leering.
What about fucking Luigi? That's why everyone's like, yo.
Everyone on the left loves Luigi.
Dude, that shit is Gotham. It's fucking, it's like him, Diddy.
No, the world's
Sam Bankman-Fried,
dark and weird.
Yeah.
Do you think Carney's going to bring the country together
No.
after the Tumbler Ridge tragedy?
He will, at best, manage the decline.
If a tragedy happened in your neighborhood and Carney showed up, what would you say to him?
I'd be like that guy who, like, remember when Trudeau showed up to some work site and some Zoomer, like
get out of the way.
You fucking loser.
You're in the way. We're trying to work.
Beat it. Dude, it was awesome. He's like 18 or 20. Like, he's just not having it.
There was a brief trend where people were like going up, like acting like fans to get a selfie with him, then like saying something anti-Trudeau.
Smile, you fucking loser.
Trudeau always handled it pretty well.
To be fair, he was just like, they got me. Whatever, moving on.
Trudeau, unlike most people, truly believes he has the right to rule. And then he gave himself a martyr story at the end for the greater good.
Are you impressed with that Mark Carney managed to spend more money on in-flight food than Trudeau?
I think he's got expensive tastes.
What do you think he's into? How do you get
sacrificing children to Moloch?
$60,000 hot dogs? You know?
I don't know. You probably get like little filet mignon and stuff.
For $750,000 on 17 trips?
I don't know. The only headline I saw,
dude, he's costing.
I don't usually think about these that much. But the
I'll never let it go, dude. Fucking
the 93,000 for like one flight.
Yeah,
that seems like a lot.
Seems like a lot. Pretty expensive.
So he probably had expensive wine.
Mike Duffy.
Maybe they had who's that guy? Anthony Bourdain.
Oh, he's dead.
No, they cast a spell they got from Bale.
they got him back up.
The necromantic chef.
Or they
that's like 75 grand a pop.
They cloned him. Because that was also in the Epstein mails. He's like, I'm going to start selling rich people like the ability to like clone themselves.
So don't you think, I don't even really want, I think it's like the most ridiculous thing in some ways. Mostly because I feel like there's nowhere for it to go. But why do you think they want to release it now? Like that just makes me think
mission complete.
There's nothing there.
It's a victory lap.
Like there's nothing.
No, there's something. There's stuff there. But it's not going to matter.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So like imagine millions of people fighting day and night, just being like, what's in the files? What's in the file? Tell us. What like this, they've been talking about this since he died, you know?
Right? Yeah, I wouldn't mind something interesting like that's new, but
yeah, but
I enjoy a good
imagine they're like, I fucking knew it. All these powerful people are pedophile like baby eaters, right? Moloch worshippers. And then they're just like, yeah, they are. What are you going to do about it? Nothing.
Well, he's dead.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, he's dead.
But there's people that are still alive. Give me the names.
No, it was all him.
It was all him.
He was just a one-man show.
Yeah, got her all done.
But the thing is, it's like connected to Intel.
Yeah.
They'll never, like those people can do whatever they want.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, I don't know. It's complicated. But I think some people are basically allowed to operate within the government in their own way.
It's sort of like, there's always that like fantasy story of like the one Viscount who has like proclivities. And like once a year he steals a maiden from the local village. Do you know what I mean? They're like, we got to do something about like Count von Karstein. And then the people are like, well, he brings prosperity to the region. He just eats a young virgin every spring. Like it's not that much of a sacrifice. It's okay. And then some people are like, no, not good enough. And there's not enough of like, no, not good enough people. There's an awful lot of like, well, my fishing business is thriving thanks to von Karstein's like policies. And everyone at court is like, yeah, we all know you fucking kidnap a vessel bride like once a season and consume her flesh. But like, your cousin's the mayor of, or the prince of Wisteria, and we've just got to let it go and we'll ignore it. We'll keep up appearances, but we all know what you are. And like, we're those people. Like, we're just, yeah, these people probably eat people. Like they probably do all the horrible shit that you can imagine. And not only can nothing be done, we don't even want anything to be done. That's what the files are about.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like it's almost like a scapegoat idea. You have to like put the evils of something onto, these sacrificial offerings.
Yeah. Burn your son
so
on the
that
wall.
Your society can continue. And you see that
it's an old South Park
the
episode.
argument always comes up in books or movies, or it's like you just don't know what's going on out there.
Do you think Epstein knew the truth of this world more than anyone else?
Maybe less.
No?
I don't know.
I think he knew the truth of the world.
What's the truth of the world? You don't know it?
We'll never
Only
know.
Epstein knows, and it died with him.
Yeah.
He might have known things.
It's sort of like in Berserk, where like they redacted that one chapter. You know? The truth of the world.
Yeah, that was too much to handle.
They were like,
Chapter 82
let's
or
just
something.
take that back.
Yeah, you can't handle this yet.
Yeah, they're like, no, don't worry about it. That's the truth of the world. And I think maybe he or maybe people he rolled with knew the truth of this world.
Well, I think we kind of get the truth of the world in a bit of a shallow sense. I mean,
we can glimpse it, dude, but we can't we can't know.
But I think we're capable of thinking in terms of first of all, you need a bit of an economic mind, because you need to be able to think like terms of incentive. And you need to be able to think like if you do one thing, what possibility is destroyed, like the opportunity cost or the cost itself. But you also need to be able to think like with kind of a historical sense. And you need to
a little bit of an engineering thing. You have to understand systems.
Like not conspiracy, but you have to understand kind of evil in the world and how it would operate in the systems that we have.
Was that schizos? Psychos prey on normies. Schizos prey on psychos.
Basically, you have to listen to Alex Jones. Got to go back and watch the back catalog from the 90s.
Dude, it's deep.
Alex Jones was always super like mainstream, though, if you think about it. Like he was always on the like Drudge Report. Remember that?
Yeah.
He was listed on the links there. Like he was just a normal part of like the conservative scene.
Sort of. I feel like he came to prominence post-Bush. Like I feel like Obama Obama made Alex Jones.
Yeah, but that's because we entered a new era.
Yeah.
In 2001.
No, there's 2004, 2008.
No.
Oh yeah. So 9/11.
9/11 was like a moment.
Yeah.
That marked a new era.
Dude, he knew it all. He knew it all. The day. Do you ever see the September 12th broadcast?
You think Epstein knew?
Yeah. He knew the truth of the world, dude.
He knew the truth of 9/11.
He knew the truth of the world, which includes 9/11.
Well, he had dirt.
He must have had something.
He was a dirt farmer.
My favorite story that came out of them was him talking about how Ghislaine's father was killed by Mossad because he tried to blackmail them. He's like, yeah, they killed him. Don't try to double cross the Israeli intelligence apparatus. Like, they'll kill you. They're mobsters. They'll kill you.
Yeah, which is always a thing. Like if you, let's say you were emperor of America.
Okay.
How do you deal with the CIA or the FBI and stuff?
Kill them all.
No, you can't. You'll never. Do you think you can win? Like, what do you do?
Well, what would Frederick the Great do? What would Caesar do?
It's like, do you create a competing agency? Like, how would you defeat the existing ones? It seems like that whole apparatus would be extremely powerful, and you would need to have it on your side.
They get their money from somewhere. And I'm an emperor. I have absolute authority, power, etc. They get their money from somewhere, dude. Are they gonna how much crack are they gonna have to fucking sell to make up the $1 billion black funds? You know?
Yeah, but they can take you out.
I guess you have to make a second secret.
Like, do Jack Bauer dudes really
they exist?
Like Intel bureaucrats rule the world, but then they've got some Jack Bauers who go around and do dirt. Like they'll just do what's got to happen.
I don't think you can get a Jack Bauer to just kill people for no reason. You know, because he was like, I'm doing it for the country. You know, I'm a patriot. I think you have to I think that was a breed of people that you can't find anymore.
I feel like if you were taking over you're the Trump or you're the President Hunter Biden or whatever you're going to be. If you want to take over the country and be the new FDR or something, you got to have those guys on your side somehow. But I don't know how that works.
So I guess the only thing you can do is like make a second, more secret CIA, and then the CIA is like, "What are you up to?"
But that's hard because like those existing institutions are really big.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how any of that works. If you were going to take over the world,
put them all in a room, pull the funding.
Because Trump kind of hacked the democracy, but now he's stuck with the bureaucracy. But has the regime like switched its orientation? Like, yeah, we'll work with Trump.
Do you think being able to appoint a CIA director means anything?
I don't know.
What can a CIA director do? He barely revoked John Brennan's security clearance. He would always go on CNN like, Trump's the worst. I used to be at the CIA. I'm John Brennan. So I guess it doesn't really, like, how would I do it? I don't know.
Yeah, like how do you have...
I do not know the truth of this world.
The regime change.
How do you do it? I don't know. I guess
how does a modern society have a true regime change?
Well, would you consider Bukele to be a regime change?
I probably don't know enough about the details.
He did some pretty wild shit, dude. He basically pulled a Gracchi Brothers. He pulled a tribute of the Pleds where he was just like, they're like, you can't do this. And he just like, okay, let me go ask the people. And he told everybody meet him down at the fucking parliament. And he's like, yeah, all the soldiers and people are on my side. I can do whatever I want.
It'd be interesting to learn a bit more about that. I'm pretty like unfamiliar with the details.
It's a crazy transformation, dude.
I think
because apparently all you need to do to fix your country is put everyone in jail.
Well, so I watched an interesting thing about that jail, and it's pretty interesting. But everyone there basically has demonic like face tattoos, so it's like you can just see these people. Like,
they're like,
they're like, but they didn't use the judicial system, and it was like. Dude. Literally, they're identifying themselves at all times, every second. They're literally covered in demonic tattoos, like all of them.
Yeah.
And not just weird tattoos, like
skulls.
Crazy demonic tattoos.
What do you think?
And there's a lot of like weird demonic stuff in South American countries, and it's kind of tied together with some of there's weird occult and black magic stuff mixed in with some of the gangs down there.
Yeah.
And some of these people are like really crazy, right? But it's a really hardcore jail, and none of those people can ever leave.
Yeah.
And he basically just put them all in there. And you got to get rid of
that's all you got to do.
Criminals.
Yeah.
No, they got to go.
They got to go. Well, like there's stories of people who were mistakenly put in there and they went in for like 3 months or something. And then eventually they're like, oh, wait, you're just like a dummy who like tattooed himself. Like you're not these people. And they let them out and they're like, well, sorry.
Because here the judge would be like, well, you can't do that. That's not like a liberal system.
Oh, you could, but you'd have to pay him $3 million or something. How much money did
habeas corpus and all that? And it's like, yeah, that's true. And
look what it gets you, though.
Well, and the question is that an extraordinary case? But so say again, you could identify people.
Would you rather?
Like, would you then do like the Afghan? What's our problem with like something that's clearly visibly wrong? Well, it's like all the crackheads that are all over the place. You can see. So then, do you bring out like the Afghan drug rehab program? Did I talk to you about that?
No.
So apparently, they've got the worst heroin addiction problem in the world there.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. But it's way worse than I would have thought. Like 10% of the population's totally hooked on heroin. Uh-huh. And they had these like Pakistani reporters going around with these guys into like these like dirty
opium dens,
opium kind of alleys and stuff. And I'm like, whoa, this looks like Vancouver. And I was kind of surprised by what I was seeing, but it's all these Afghan people. Like,
damn.
And so this van of like armed troops from the Taliban rolls around and they just get out and they're like, get in the van.
Oh, dude, they forcefully... What do they do to them? Do
like, you've got a wife, you've got children, get in the van. And the guy's like, ooh. And then they take him to an abandoned American military base
and drive
that has like 200 beds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they just put him on like hard detox for 10 days and then kick him out. and they say, so it might be government propaganda, but it's interesting.
That was part of my
supposedly
plan.
It works pretty good.
Well, my plan was like anybody commits a like crime for any reason. Could be loitering. You piss test them. If they're dirty, mandatory rehab on the spot.
So apparently, I don't know if this is true, but you know how you can die from like an alcohol detox?
Yeah.
Apparently, you can't really die from a heroin detox. I don't know. Maybe that's not correct. But it's like the train spotting thing. Like your parents throw you in your bedroom and won't let you out for a week, and you just
Sweat
suffer.
it out. Yeah.
So that's basically what they're doing, the train spotting method.
Damn.
But apparently it works because it's like the withdrawal's so awful. People are like, I ain't going back to that stuff.
Yeah, it's only benzos and alcohol you got to worry about.
But, you know, here I don't know, they give you stuff to make it easier.
Yeah, they put you on synthetic heroin.
Yeah. You know, that wouldn't be, if we did that here,
Yeah.
that would be a violation of charter rights or whatever. But you could do that.
You could.
And it would address the problem.
Yeah.
So is that like a police state?
It is.
What if it's an emergency, like a trucker protest?
What if they're honking? What if they're making noise? Do you think it was interesting when they were like, oh my God, the cops are like beating up these poor protesters, and they're like, oh, look at what they're doing to these.
When did that happen?
The ICE, there's a bunch of footage of like ICE.
We're talking Canada or US?
US. The ICE guys were like just fucking like laying into a bunch of protesters, and they're like, oh my God, it's so horrible. And I was like, where? Here's footage of like a granny getting trampled. Like, where was that same, oh my God, shit?
None of that.
No.
The Canadian subsidized press is not interested in certain things.
Yeah.
Which is funny because realistically, their audience would like get, you know, a stiffy over watching like a trucker protester getting trampled by horses. They'd put it on cycle.
Love it.
They'd
Slow-mo.
love it. But
Watch
CBC,
that.
I guess, is above that.
Watch that granny's hip get crushed by, like chestnut. And they do like a
Pretty
little
hardcore. They sent them in like a regiment, like a Greek phalanx.
Yeah, dude. They do a
RCMP with beat sticks.
They do a spot on the horse that crushed the granny. They're like, this is Chestnut, and Chestnut's a 3-year-old male, and he's been training.
Put it on a shirt.
Yeah, dude. I love Chestnut. Officer number 174. Like
crush the rebels.
Yeah, dude. It's just like he's got a twisted wheelchair tied up in his fucking hooves.
Canada doesn't really have that rebellious spirit, does it? They hate the rebel.
Yeah.
Which actually makes them possibly the least European people.
I think they are the quintessential European.
But one of the things that made the West great was the right to rebel.
Yeah, but like that's...
Canada's not on board with that.
Bunch of kings came up like, we're like, no, I guess it's okay if you rebel, because they would be fucking murdered by a mob of people. Like, just, yeah, I'll abdicate my throne. You guys know how to govern yourselves better than I do. And they're like, yeah, okay, cool. Well, we're still going to kill you and your children and everybody you know and everybody who...
Regicide.
We're going to kill everyone. The streets are going to run red, dude. And then they're just like, why shouldn't, like, we should put democracy everywhere, dude. It's going to be great. Let's get rid of these kings. Like, what the fuck do they know? We're smart enough to govern ourselves. We'll come up with a bunch of rules, like habeas corpus. And they're like, no, King already came up with that. And they're like, no, but it wasn't real habeas corpus. This is different. This is from humans, not from God. I don't know. I think people are only as civil as like their situation dictates they are allowed to be.
So with
Are you boosted? Are you boosted?
What does that mean?
So like, remember how terrified everybody was? So like, they're terrified of like, oh, you can't.
Oh, like my booster?
Yeah.
Am I up to date on my boosters?
Yeah, your COVID boosters.
Of course.
Okay, so you remember how there was a bunch of...
But I take
chuds who wouldn't...
Sinovax.
Yeah, wasn't there a bunch of chuds who wouldn't get their shots? And we were like, they'd be like, yeah, we should just round them up. Fucking put a needle in their arm.
Cut them off.
Get them. Shut them out
Make
of
them pay
society.
more taxes.
Yeah, dude.
But don't let them use the hospital.
Take their children.
Take their children.
They were willing. Everybody loved.
Australia put them in camps.
Yeah, they did. And one escaped, and it led a nationwide manhunt for 3 long days.
People have forgotten.
I haven't.
I go back and watch videos from the time.
Yeah.
Whether it's just coverage of crazy things happening or people analyzing it and how on target they were.
Yeah.
So early. But it's important to revisit. It was our World War II.
Okay, so
we'll be talking about it when we're 70. We're we're back in the virus war.
Remember when that boy
the virus civil war?
Remember when that boy was playing hockey
play hockey.
He was playing hockey outdoors, and the cops came and they took him and they beat him.
They beat him.
Yeah,
they were beating children for playing hockey in Canada.
Yeah, did you see the there's that Australian one where that cop is fucking grabbing that girl, 15
choking her,
dude, just fucking giving it to her.
And I think it was only because was she not wearing a mask, or was it just below?
She wasn't
her
wearing.
nose?
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Not wearing it properly.
Doesn't matter. What'd you do to get choked? Doesn't matter.
What do you think of the idea that?
Why I was getting there is because they were like, "Yo, we can't round up all these druggies," and then meanwhile they're like, "Yo, go get the unvaccinated."
Exactly.
And they were salivating.
Exactly.
Yeah. What do I think
every time?
What do I think of what?
Oh, well, your idea was interesting too. But what do you think of? What do you think of the idea that leftism and its compassion, we just care about people. We want to protect grandma from the virus, or protect the poor, protect the migrant, protect all this stuff. What do you think of the idea that it's just a cover for sick people's desire to hurt people? Because it seems like the left is truly sadistic.
Isn't it just about power, not necessarily about hurting people?
No, hurting people.
No.
And you need the power to hurt the people. Why do you think they want to inshitify everything and humiliate you? Remember Jayati's bag ban?
Dude. I remember.
Do you remember Jayati's bag ban?
Dude.
I bet you'd forgotten about that.
No, I remember. We're having I'm still, there's still paper straws out there every once in a while, dude. And I'm just like, fuck, they really did that. And then you get a plastic.
So Kool-Aid jammers, remember Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
So I had a Kool-Aid jammer. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's like a bag of Kool-Aid. It's like a juice box bag of Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
It was blue raspberry and it was really good.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, Kool-Aid. Anyway, I started thinking about Kool-Aid. And remember, the phrase they drank the Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
And it's because of the Jonestown massacre.
Yeah.
Apparently it was actually Flavor Aid, but whatever, Dude,
you don't put that in the story.
But the owner of Kool-Aid has said they didn't use our stuff. It was Flavor Aid. But no, for MK Ultra they mixed lysergic acid dithylamide with Kool-Aid for their subjects.
That'd get
so
you.
Kool-Aid has this deep penetration. I bet you Kool-Aid reaches all the way up to Epstein.
It goes back to NASA. It goes back to the Illuminati.
Something's going on.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid is at the heart of it all.
Look into it.
Kool-Aid jammers.
I thought
anyway, the Kool-Aid jammer comes with a paper straw, which is absolutely disgusting.
Wow.
Now, some of these places are not giving a shit, and they're little kind of indie businesses. You can still get some plastic straws. Other places have switched to these what the hell is it,
it's that
plant
brown
resin?
Yeah, it's that brown
it's
thing.
I don't know, cellulose straws and stuff.
Yeah.
And the wooden forks, have you had to deal with the wooden fork?
I have.
I want to kill myself.
It does make
And
me
what would you think if you came to this country? Say you came from the US. Canada. And then you go someplace and you're like, poutine. I've always wanted to have a poutine in Canada. And they give you a wooden fork. You'd think, what the fuck is wrong with this country? Pardon my language. You think you're poverty stricken.
I think it's something that I would assume happens in the Netherlands or something. Do you know what I mean? They're like, do you know? Did you know that in Germany we use wooden forks?
No, it's ridiculous.
It's just that fucking obnoxious, shitty, like, we put sprinkles on toast and eat it with wooden forks. Like, fuck you people, dude.
There's a reason we didn't use those by choice.
Yeah.
They're useless and they're disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, putting those things in your mouth is gross.
It's sort of like...
It's like sucking on a piece of paper.
It's worse.
Way worse.
Way worse.
But what else can I compare it to for anyone who hasn't had the experience? It's just raunchy.
It's like, imagine you...
Paper straw times infinity.
It's more like, imagine you dip your spoon in sandpaper.
Ugh.
And then... You know what I mean?
It
Like,
makes me gag thinking about it.
You know what? I would dare anyone to eat a cup of Jello, like Jello pudding with a wooden spoon, and then turn around and just be like, everybody should do this. I command it. I demand wooden spoons for chocolate Jello puddings. That's a fucking punishment.
So yeah, that's it is the punishment. They love to punish you. They love to make your life worse. Or like, well, you don't like the wooden fork? Get yourself a reusable fork and keep it in your glove box. Like,
yeah, fuck you.
So, but this whole wooden fork thing, like, it's just an illustration. Or Jayadi's bag ban about how they want you to suffer. They want you to hurt. And all these pretexts, like environment, they just want to make your life worse. And I think it's like this kind of deeply satanic kind of thing.
No, they tipped the hat one time where they were just like, we're making this difficult and we're making people pay 5 cents for cutlery or plastic bags because we want them to think about all the plastic that they consume every time they consume it. And they're like, we're doing this for your own good. And it's just like, okay, well, there's some other people that you could do some shit to them for their own good. Like, I don't know, get them off fucking drugs. Okay? You're stealing, you know, like my habeas corpus includes plastic cutlery.
But so even the drug thing is like a weird thing. So like, it's pretty obvious they're not really helping drug addicts.
Safe supply.
Like, you're creating more and encouraging more and subsidizing it. You just get more of it. That's just how it works. So
there's that feeling of like,
but it's like they want these people to be like destroyed. I always think about that African writer who talked about this kind of like African idea about people love the partridge, which is like the weak, pathetic bird that needs like someone to needs help, but people want that kind of thing so they can pretend to be better, or so there's something to be better than.
I know I am strong because I can see that you're weak.
Yeah, they need because they don't want to weaken themselves.
No.
Like, there's no self-sacrifice among these people. They want everyone else to be in like a reduced position, like poorer. Like, you're better because you're poorer, or you can't drive as far. You can't eat as much. You can't buy as many things for your family.
Yeah.
It's more expensive to heat your house. And they're all like, oh, it's for your own good.
All good.
More drugs.
All good guys know how to be humble. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are the poor. And they're like, you know what? These people are so fucking retarded that...
But if you're making people poor...
To make them holy.
That's not how that works.
Make them holy.
And
they'll want to do it because they want to be Christ-like. So give up your shit. You want to be a monk? I'll make you into a fucking monk.
No.
It's contempt for Catholicism.
Well, that's make you into a monk is an interesting idea, because like in the French Revolution, a lot of monks like joined the revolutionaries, and there's this kind of idea that some writers have talked about of making the like kind of like say communism, like this enforced asceticism almost.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, you could choose to live like the meager lifestyle.
Or I can
but what if I make you do it? And that's why it's always like, in religious traditions, like you don't tell people to become monks. It's sort of a calling. You have to choose that kind of denial.
I thought it was because
it's not something that's encouraged for everyone.
I thought it was because they were gay and they had to be fucking locked away. They're like,
I don't know, maybe that's true in some cases.
You catch them, playing with the stable boy, off to the fucking nunnery, dude.
But traditions with monks, they never like said everyone should become a monk.
Yeah. It's for a select few.
But the commie is like everyone needs to become
if they knew what I knew, I can make the world better for you if you just let me do it. Just let me save you.
So I think deep down behind like the current manifestation of leftism, it just wants to hurt people.
Yeah, I have two kind of like it refracts, which is to say that one side is this contemptuous urge to like destroy the prosperous, to like upend. They're like, oh well, great art is subversive, so transitively, all good governorship or systems must be transversives. How else are we to bask in our own humanity if I can't, have sex with an underage person and then fucking do heroin? Bask in it. The expression of humanity. This is what it is. It is art. Art as rebellion. Art as governorship. I will free you from your shackles. I will allow you all things. That Satanist kind of approach. And then also the people that are like, oh, I'm gonna like help these people by freeing them from their materialism. And you will be prosperous, comrade. Prosperous in soul. Because you'll be part of us. And we will be great.
Yeah. So what I was thinking of when you were saying that was who's your favorite feminist?
Me.
Okay. So remember Camille Paglia?
No.
Anyway, she's kind of the crazy feminist who said she looked at like the history of, Western art basically.
Yeah.
And she was the one who said
correction, J.K. Rowling.
She was the one who said like as towards societal decline you get like that breakdown of boundaries, like the sexual polymorphism or whatever you want to call it, like
the elimination of category, chaos.
Yeah, the elimination of category, right? So that's like kind of the idea behind that classic book there. But that's another thing. And even Yarvin idea, like, you break down the rules or the boundaries or the barriers between things. Might be like a social norm is like the barrier, so to speak. And the, say, rebellious or leftist tendency would be like break down.
Progress.
Yeah, progress through that barrier.
Yeah. Communists call themselves progressives.
Well, it's a good pitch. Everyone wants to be progressive.
Don't you want to go forward?
Don't you want to go forward? You don't want to go backwards, do you?
You're not a regressive.
You're not a reactionary.
You're not a regressive.
You're not, regressive. It's like bad by definition.
Take us back to the Stone Age.
Look at how far we've come.
Dude, if I could have an iPhone in 1960, I'd go in a heartbeat. But no, people are like, no, technology. It's like what modernity is, and it is progression. So like, what if you could have all that, but then you went back to 1960 and they're like, oh, it's horrible. Ugh. So they don't care about technology as it advances lives. It's just like this elimination of what was. Because we cannot be while honoring what we were. Like, everyone respected Cato, but at the same time, like, they wore belts. Cato wouldn't do that shit. And they're like, oh, we respect you, Cato. That's cool. That's great. You are a true Roman. They had to respect him, but like deep down, like they're not They're wearing belts in the fucking Senate, dude. It's a barbarian custom. For Romans, put on the fucking robes, dude. And these were great men. And even they, because it's one of the other. It's like, did they secretly not like him because he reminded them of what an august Roman was? Or did they dislike them because they couldn't do it? They couldn't live as Romans, true Romans. I must make him weak. But he wouldn't tap. He wouldn't change. He had to flee. He had to cut his own belly open.
So some have said that the classic sin of the left is envy. What do you think of that?
Aesop's fox, dude. It's not envy. You know the story of Aesop's fox?
I forget.
Fox wants grapes. Okay? Fox wants the grapes, and he's like, fuck, man, I want those grapes. But he can't get them. He's not tall enough. He can't jump up. You know, they fall in the dirt. They're no good. Now, because he can't get those grapes that he wants very badly, he fucking hates grapes. And he hates anybody else that eats grapes. But the reason why he fucking hates that is because he can't have it. Now anybody who likes grapes, piece of shit.
So somebody like envy would be it's not even that you want something somebody has. It's like you just don't want them to have it.
Do you think that envy starts with the recognition or having to confront that people are in, like, there's inequality? That rule, question one, are some people better than others?
Yeah, question one. Well, obviously inequality is a challenge. It's the problem for the leftist.
We can fix it.
Yeah, they can fix it. They just need enough power to do it.
What if we could make the world's resources work for everyone?
100% of the resources
100%
of the people.
Yeah, it's like, dude, come on. I mean, come on. Why not?
I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, 90 IQ Patrick Bateman. Why not? Why not, you motherfucker? Why can't we make it work? So it's like you have to recognize that you're not equal to other people. Some of them. And conversely, you have to recognize that other people aren't equal to you. And because of that, you have to be like, oh no, it's just because, we got to give him a safe supply. Otherwise he'll die. And it's like, you're not helping this person. You're not treating them as an equal. These people can vote. Do you understand?
Yeah, and they seek the impossible by nature to flatten everything out. And I think that's part of the that desire to harm.
Aesop's fox, dude. They hate anyone who eats grapes. They're like, have you ever had a grape, little fox? They're delicious. If only you could reach them.
But the thing is, of course, you can't do it. First of all, they always still want to be on top of whatever it is.
I want my grapes.
But so they're kind of pursuing a contradiction from the basic get-go, not just in terms of their own motives or their own self-interested position, but also just as a philosophy, you're not getting rid of equality, or you're not getting rid of inequality.
What's that? You know how there's that phrase, power abhors a vacuum?
Yeah.
And it's like logic, or the mind abhors inconsistency. And because if you want something to be true, and something else is not true, you've got to like do a bunch of cartwheels. Like it's like modern monetary theory, and they're like, no, you don't understand. You just print more money.
No, you just
print more money.
Print more money.
Just print more money. You just press a button and money comes out of the future, and then you spend it now, and then later in the future you print more money, and that's just how it works. And they're like,
you don't need an interest rate.
Yeah, like just print more money. And the abstraction, like the requirement to justify that, like, yo, you can't just like print money because that becomes more of a thing, and a more of a thing is usually comparatively worth less than less of a thing. Or if there was less of them. They're like, no, you don't understand. We just print more. Like you have to twist yourself into knots because it's inconsistent. And because of that, like these crazy things happen in your mind. That's why I still don't like think about the cartwheels people have to do to justify democracy, for example. Or like, imagine like the weird, like those lesser Christian sects, like think about the cartwheels they have to do to just kind of like get around certain things.
Well,
like dispensationalists, they're like, no, you don't understand. He'll show the Jews that they were wrong, and then they'll all believe, and then they'll be saved. She's like, no, that's not happening. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to create an entire field of thought to get around what is so uncomfortable for the mind that you can accept.
Well, and so if we're
grapes are actually bad for you.
So I really kind of noticed this since the like big assassination last year, and how relativistic kind of everything seems like.
Yeah.
So it seems really obvious to us that, the left and all the ideas that are kind of correlated and clustered around it are like unbelievably terrible.
Yeah.
And, we're speaking in pretty maybe hyperbolic, extreme terms in some sense when I say something like, yeah, deep down they just want to hurt people. Like, that's pretty harsh.
Yeah.
But interestingly, and the whole thing, like, they want to kill us. They want to humiliate us. They want
dead.
to destroy us. They want us dead.
They want your children.
You flip that around.
Poor.
They feel exactly the same way. And there's like this interesting existential division that seems to have come up where people are in two different realities where the opposite is the enemy one.
Yeah.
Whereas it used to be like somewhat coherent.
Yeah.
But
like,
people have been driven kind of insane, and like basically since
it's sort of like they've come
turn of the millennia.
They've come to a fork in the road with their traveling companions. And at one point they were like, I believe we should take the left path, brother. And the other one's like, no, I believe the right is better. It slopes downward. It'll be easier on the ox. And they'd be like, fair enough. Let's flip a coin. Or let's consult the local people for what is the safest path forward. Or let's simply leave it to fate. We'll get there, you and I. And now it's like, you want me to take that path so you can fucking throw me off the cliff while I'm down there, right? And steal my ox. And they're like, you want to go the mountain pass because secretly you want me to fall and break my legs so you can eat me and my children. We'll never get back there. We'll never just be travelers with one another. It can't be undone. It can only be undone by blood, dude.
I know, that's the crazy thing. And that's the grim, brutal reality of existence. And
the truth,
nobody wants it to be that way.
The truth of the world.
The Epstein secret. The Epstein
Epistinian.
The Epistinian. The
Epistinian truth of the
law
world.
of Epstein.
Goys aplenty.
But so yeah, this idea, because if you listen to leftists. Like if you go on the internet and see what the leftists are saying.
Blue Sky?
They say the same thing. Like they want us dead. They're coming to get us. They'll put us in camps.
They tend to say
they're
something.
Crazy. They have to rationalize everything. They just don't get how reality works.
They're like, they're trying to take our freedoms. And I remember that shit in like that was a conservative talking point in the, late 90s, early 2000s, like take our freedoms. The terrorists hate our freedoms. The right is trying to take my freedoms. The ability to kill my baby.
Yeah, so there's this like hardcore like I don't know, these lines that are being drawn because people kind of seem to be a clash of visions, not so much a conflict within a vision.
That's like a clash of visions is like, Hayek versus Keynes. Like this is like a impact, like this is an impasse.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like an existential like conflict.
Yeah.
Because it's been brought down to like that pure tribal level, basically.
Yeah.
Like, got to get them before they get
me. As soon as you get into power, round them all up.
No, it's awful.
Use the power of the executive branch to outlaw blue hair dye and kill them. Quick, get them. Round them up. They have tattoos and nose piercings. You'll know your enemy by his colors. Oh, it's interesting you tattooed your face.
Like everyone wants to get each other.
Can I interest you in a long prison term?
I don't know how it's all supposed to pan out. It's very interesting to watch.
It's managed decline, dude. And then something will set it
like
off.
RoboCop?
I guess that's the thing.
Do you think corporations will take over the policing?
Do we? Like, sometimes I wonder if we have the courage to kill our own countrymen.
I think people will do crazy things.
That's the other thing. Like, what if there was
people will end up doing crazy stuff eventually, and that's why people think like, well, what kind of like scheme can we come up with to save the country? But
you can't.
And I'm not saying like could be 100 years, 200 years, but there could be some real nasty stuff that goes down. Actually, I mean, there probably will someday. Like, who knows what's going to be going on in 200 years?
We don't recognize a Western nation in decline. We don't know what the model is, except for Rome.
I like to try and think about, because, you read old history books and stuff, especially stuff like before kind of World War One, or even like really, really old stuff. But it's interesting to see the way they talk about like old events. And then you think, well, what would a similar book say about what's happening now?
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of like step back a little bit from the smaller episodes. Yeah. You're trying to see like, kind of a historical saga, how some epic historian would describe it. Yeah, and you're like, whoa, this is like absolutely insane.
What would Carlyle say?
Wow. That's heavy.
What would he say?
No one could grasp what's going on. Or maybe they could. Maybe it's like all just witchcraft.
Thing is, we could grasp everything of what was happening then. We just don't have the courage to do it. Like, I was, remember I told you about that Lament for a Nation? Like the death of Canada and Canadian nationalism? Canadian intellectual. It was the first time I've heard a Canadian use the term continentalist.
No idea.
Because I looked it up because I was sending it to someone, and then there was a CBC article about, and it was some like fucking guy, and he was like, oh, so and so rediscovered like this guy because he wrote this Lament for a Nation, and he's got some bad ideas about the French and the natives, but his concept or idea of the Canadian nationalist, because he framed Canadian nationalism as this combat between French Catholics and kind of Ontario Protestants. And, you know, like, you can't say that today. That at the core of the divide is not just the language, it's the religion. So, like, this idea of, like, an MP being elected in downtown on Toronto who's a Catholic. He's like, yo, this is gonna fucking,
like, whoa,
it's gonna unify the nation, dude. This is JFK shit. And he recognized that Canada had no capital whatsoever, and that it had to basically pimp itself out to Americans who had capital to actually do things. I think it was the 70s, after like NORAD, that kind of setup. America has nukes here. And he's like, that, you know, that's effectively the death of Canada. Like, it's over. We're now no longer a sovereign nation.
Pretty much.
We're holding on to someone else's bombs that they can fire. Why is that here?
Yeah, you're just part of the empire.
Yeah. And like something as simple as that, this, like, the spirit of that. And people don't give it a second thought. They're like, yeah, there's nukes in BC, northern BC.
Yeah, it's an alliance.
Yeah, it's NORAD. You know, in case the fucking Russians get up here, dude. There's like, why?
Which makes this whole Canada-America thing even more ridiculous. Not, maybe that's kind of a change this.
Yeah,
not a change
it's
the subject thing, but just a sidebar thing about how absurd the politics is around all this. Boomer Canadian liberals absolutely love this stuff. Like, we're gonna stick it to the Americans.
His name was George Grant.
I should probably know the name, but my Canadian history authors is rusty.
The essay examined the political fate of Prime Minister John Diefenbaker's political conservative government.
What?
In light of his refusal to allow nuclear arms on Canadian soil and the Liberal Party's political acceptance of the warhead.
Oh, okay. Well, for some reason I've been years mixed up in my head, but
1965.
This guy then isn't as old as I thought.
Yeah, so he's born in 1918, wrote this essay in 1965. He was the head of some universities.
Very interesting. Yeah, you're part of the empire. You got to think of it like Warhammer or Civ. Like when you play the game, like the big real-time strategy game. And I think America is just like got the biggest army and they're like, let's go take over. Let's just like.
No, what this was like request from fucking the ogres. What's his name? Goldtooth. Just give me military access.
Give me some stuff.
Military access. $2,000. Let's go. Give me military access.
Said no.
Hey, yeah. Diefenbaker said no. Collapsed his government, dude. Give me military access. And they're like, no, because then we're not. I don't want you wandering around my territory. And they're like,
give me this trade deal.
It's fine. Relax. Do you want a trade deal?
Well, if you were military access, would you just bend the knee?
You have to.
You have to.
What are you going to do, man? This is the hubris of the Canadian.
It is amazing.
Dude, like, it's so nuts. They have no fucking idea, dude. Can you imagine living next door to a fucking ogre? Goldtooth is your neighbor. And he's just like, hey, let me use your lawn for fucking lawn darts on the weekends. And they're like, fuck you, Goldtooth. And then you put him up, dude. Are you kidding me? He's going to eat your face.
Yeah, and it looks like, I could be kind of wrong. I've seen different effects of uncertainty in the marketplace. However, it seems to me the province getting hit the most is Ontario. Do you think that's true?
Well, yeah, all these trade deals are about.
Doesn't Ontario love Carney?
They do, but aren't all these trade deals really about protecting Ontario, like,
pretty
industry?
Much.
And
but
they're
these
just
are like little dinky deals. Like they
steel
don't mean
mill.
anything.
Aluminum,
America, like
car plants.
The whole thing is insane. It's
Yeah.
the biggest consumer in the world.
Yeah.
And it's literally right next door.
And they're like,
it's 10 times your size.
Isn't it interesting that protecting dairy cartels became a matter of national identity?
That's hilarious.
If I don't pay $13 for a block of cheese, Trump wins.
Canada's pretty, like, kind of lame.
Yeah.
So
they're fucking
sticking with, maybe this is too, like, stupid to say, but sticking with kind of like the Warhammer analogy, Canada is like a punk. It's one of like the minor factions.
The Norskins.
They don't even have a legendary lord. They just have a regular lord.
Oh, they're like the orc tribes that spawn. Wild orcs.
Yeah.
They just show up in someone's backyard. And you got to go deal with them.
Province.
You got to go deal with them.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
No. What are you going to do?
Just say, come on, everyone's got to take a hit. You're going to have to compete.
Some of you may suffer.
You're going to have to compete.
It's a small price.
Put a maple leaf sticker on your product and maybe you'll sell a couple extra ones.
Do it.
But I don't know, like, it is crazy.
$13.
And it's actually unbelievably annoying because in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty bad, but it's not,
which reminds me,
critical. But think about it. It was like basically a conservative leadership race got like manipulated because of that issue.
Yeah.
There was like a conspiracy or something. You know the details.
Yeah.
Back in the day, 20.
Yeah. Well, yeah, drinking milk.
Yeah, milk.
During his acceptance speech, dude.
No, that was wild.
Took a big swig. Everybody knew. So sick. Dude, that was probably the most like both the most foolish and baller thing.
But like what else? Like, okay, we got to protect the auto industry. It's getting hammered. And it's not just like the thing people don't understand is okay, so you have to pay a bit of a higher tax for whatever reason, or some new cost is imposed, and it's like, well, they're not just going to shut the factory down, but they're never going to expand the factory. They're not going to like of the capital the company can put into like upgrade places or whatever. They're not going to put it in the place. They don't shut the factory down, but they don't invest in it more. They don't hire more people there. And it's like all the investment, where are you going to go? You're going to the U.S.
Continentalism, dude.
Continentalism.
Sorry, too bad. There is no Canada.
I feel like Canada should be way richer, though.
Alberta should be.
Did I send you that thing from like 2014?
No.
In the New York Times, and it talked about how rich Canada was, and we were like...
New York Times?
Yeah, and it was like this mainstream thing, like, look how amazing Canada is.
Okay. They're a province, 2014, so that was...
but that's basically a little more than a decade ago.
Yeah.
And like we were really rich, relatively speaking. We've totally like stagnated. And we're poorer now. We're more like Europeans.
When did Trudeau get elected?
2016.
Never lost an election, dude. Never lost
an election.
Retired champion.
He saved his party.
Yeah. Never lost an election.
Gave us Carney.
Yeah.
He's a political mastermind.
He is.
And he played Jagmeet like a fiddle.
Oh my God, dude. And then when Trudeau left, Jagmeet left. He was like, I'm done. Can you imagine, dude? Oh.
That's hilarious.
Oh, Katy Perry.
Jagmeet.
Trudeau's out there fucking Katy Perry. What do you think Jagmeet's up to? You think he's still got himself like some designer rocking chairs?
He's a mystery.
Some Rolexes?
I don't think we can understand him. Dude. I don't think he gets it. I think he's trying to be.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, it's a problem. He doesn't yearn.
No, the problem is he yearns too much.
No, there's no yearning in a man like that.
Yeah, he just wants.
Yeah, he wants. He craves.
He itches.
He itches.
Yeah. The mountain's calling.
A sign that you know what yearning is if you listen to black metal.
Oh, I didn't ask you, did you get your bread rebate?
What's the bread rebate?
Okay, so remember that whole like bread scandal?
Oh, what? So get
the
a
price fixing thing.
$1.50 in the class action.
I think it was like $20, dude. It was a lot. But it was just basically they're like, hey, do you want free money? Did you buy bread in the past 10 years? If
Yes,
you
I did,
sign up here. We'll send you a check. They have to pay you. Because it was a class action lawsuit brought on behalf of all Canadians.
That's so stupid.
It's I don't know, dude. I kind of like that ruling. Like if you're like everybody's got to play by these rules, and you're kind of like fucking.
What is even the case? I don't know the specifics, but it seems
basically
like,
they are given certain
bread is not the problem.
Yeah, but they're saying like, oh, competition boards exist, and the fact that a competition board exists, like if you were to have these two companies merge, they would be like, oh, that's a monopoly. Can't have that. You two must compete in the marketplace. And they're like, oh, yeah, we'll totally compete. It's okay. We don't need to merge. We'll compete and fight each other. And then meanwhile, they're sitting around there be like, do you know what you should charge for bread? And they're like, I'm going to charge $1.36. And they're like, I'm going to charge $1.36. Okay. Done. For 10 years. And so they were like, we better slap them on the wrist. Dude, billions on bread. Every Canadian.
What's the scale of it? Like, what was the...
it doesn't matter. There's no scale big enough.
8 cents times 10 billion over 10 years?
Even if it was $1. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
$200 for every...
supposed to be?
I think, no, it was like $20 for every Canadian.
It's funny how... have you been on Reddit before?
No.
Have you heard Reddit?
No.
It's like a leftist website. And they have this
What do they do on Reddit?
They have this one forum where they bitch about...
bread prices?
That... I don't know, what's the superstore owner guy?
Oh, yeah. No, the Loblaws owner?
Yeah. Yeah, they just... Well, I don't know. Is
it because they're anti-Semitic?
I don't know, but what's their name? Like, what's the guy's name?
Oh, fuck.
He's the guy Jagmeet demonized him.
Yeah, he's like... Wasn't there some big to-do?
He was the Satan. Grocery Satan.
Big to-do because they bought a bunch of new freezers, and for some reason...
they got a bunch of freezers.
Yeah, they're like, we got to talk about this in Parliament.
Trudeau's like, here's some freezers. Millions of dollars for freezers. Because they're they're better for climate change. But
Loblaws companies limited.
So they just complain about these grocery companies. And I'm like, you can look at the grocery statements. They hardly make any money.
Galen G. Weston?
That's the one.
Yeah.
So they like have a major hate on for him because of Jagmeet's
That's
like
pretty
propaganda.
British.
But perhaps there's some douchey thing about him they don't like or whatever. But
he does have what the Germans would call Backpfeifengeist.
But it's like, this is such a stupid, even if you hated big business, these are the least of your worries.
I don't care how much money you stole from the drawer. I care that you stole.
I don't know. I think there's way like...
You were told
I think stealing is getting the freezer money.
Yes, it is. They'll justify that. But I will just say, like, look, if the government has any authority whatsoever to interfere in the market, which guess what they do, you got to play by the rules. And if you don't honor your the rules, you got to be punished. How else are you to conduct business?
I don't know. I guess that's the mess they've created for themselves.
Yeah.
Because you do get this centralizing effect with all the regulation and the costs of doing business. And also getting advantages through your, more direct advantages through your size and political connection. So you do get big firms, rather than more smaller ones. It's like, what do? We got two. So say they compete. Do they really compete? The thing is, with the bread thing, I guess I'd have to read more about this case, but with the bread thing, it's like, what's the price of bread supposed to be?
Whatever the market will buy it at.
Yeah, and are they setting it but how do you compare the two prices?
Local bakeries.
I don't know. See, the thing is,
the wholesale value from suppliers.
Wouldn't you rather...
it doesn't matter what it was. It was the fact that they didn't compete. They price fixed with one another. And in the eyes of the Competition Bureau, That's a no-no.
I
You
don't know.
can't do that. If you're going to do that, you're going to need a whole big scheme like supply management. We got to get our cut too. Like part of that is just like you got caught doing some mob shit outside of the mob. Do you know what I mean? It's not
pretty much.
Right.
It's all cartelized.
Yeah, they're like, you can't form your own cartel. It's got to be overseen by the government.
Well, and that's the thing.
Supply management. How else are we going to elbows up this shit?
Okay, so maybe it's just like a preference thing, but I'm like, the thing I care least about is probably the grocery store thing. You know what? It would be hilarious if you saw it. They went after SNC Lab.
Never gonna happen.
Remember when they took down We Charity?
Yeah.
But yeah, SNC Lavalин's probably too powerful. But
who fell on their sword for that? It was his finance Morneau. Was it Morneau?
No, Morneau was We Charity, and the Attorney General was the
Raybould.
SNC Lavalin one.
Oh yeah,
Raybould.
Yeah, everybody fell on swords for Trudeau.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
Genius.
a political mastermind.
Survivor, dude. Fucking
Survivor.
Nimble navigator.
Just imagine you're the president of Gomalia.
Yeah.
And your friends are going to get prosecuted for corruption.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, no way. And you go talk to the prosecutor. It's like top level prosecution. You're like, you can't do this.
You can't do this.
Kill the case. Kill the case. These are my friends.
I'm not telling you to kill the case.
And then,
wink,
everyone finds out.
Yeah.
It's like, you'd be toast.
Maybe.
Supposedly, that is, like, imagine if Trump did that. Because they're all like, oh, you can't interfere in the legal process, dude. Like, yo, you're not going to prosecute my friends, even though they're clearly guilty.
He's like, what are you going to do? Impeach me? Cool. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, the ethics commission is going to fine me $500. Fuck
yeah, no one cares. They're like, oh, ethics breach.
Ethics breach.
The guy I appointed is going to fine me $250.
Oh,
He's going to say mistakes were made.
Oh, no. What can we do to ever stop this again? Because that's more important than punishing the person who...
Trudeau is indestructible.
Dude,
do you think he's going to come back?
Yeah.
Make a comeback?
Yeah. A grizzled old, like when Canada is in its
Didn't Pierre Elliott Trudeau have a comeback? So maybe Trudeau's like, I'll be back.
Yeah, well, Trudeau had a comeback because he had
the return of the king, Aragorn.
He had to kill Joe Clark. So yeah, Trudeau had his second round where he's like, I don't know about this whole Transparency Act. Like,
so Carney's gonna set things up for the Trudeau comeback.
No, it has to be like an upstart from or semi-populist from the West. So let's say
what?
Like yeah. I think it'll be
to go against Trudeau for the comeback.
He's got to come into power. He's got to be elected. Thin margin. Joe Clark.
Who are you talking about?
I am talking about how Trudeau the Younger is going to save Canada in the same way Trudeau the Elder saved Canada from the Freedom of Information Act of 1980. Joe Clark wins. So he's leader. Joe Clark. Alberta. Conservative. 1980.
Unbelievable.
Puts forward
Joe frickin' Clark.
Puts forward a motion. He goes, you know what? We should have some kind of act that binds the government to publish some of its files. We're going to call it the Freedom of Information Act, where people can come and ask their government to please, please, please tell them what they're doing. And we'll have some people to go through the files to make sure nothing really gets out there. But let's have this act. And they were like, vote of confidence right now, Joe Clark. I want you in the schoolyard. And guess what? He fucking lost. It toppled the government.
Yeah, but how is
Trudeau
2 gonna come back?
Trudeau the Senior gets back in. What's the first thing he does? Passes a Freedom of Information Act. Get fucked, Joe Clark. You bitch. Get out of here. Beat it. Upstart from Alberta. Don't you understand that we run this shit?
Yeah, you're a punk, Joe Clark fish face.
So, like, the best you could do, so, like, technically they get their revenge because then you have, like, does that pave the way for Mulrooney, who then paves the way for fucking Preston Manning, who paves the way for Stephen Harper. So does Joe Clark eating it 40 years ago pave the way for Stephen Harper? Maybe a little. However, you have to have some upstart non-Laurentian come into power by the thinnest of margins, and then Trudeau, the younger, will show up in Canada's dire time of need and crush them. So who's the upstart?
I don't see anyone coming.
Jamil, maybe? Maybe. See the size of that guy's fucking head? I kind of like him. Whenever I hear him speak, I'm like, damn, this seems like just a dude. He lacks...
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. He lacks the, like...
He's no Trudeau.
You know how, like... You ever see photos
He's not part of that scene.
You ever see photos of, like, birds raising cuckoos? You know what I mean? Like, you look and you see the bird is just, like, feeding, it's a sparrow or something like that, and they're feeding all the birds, and one's, like, 20 times bigger than the other birds, and, like, oh, you're raising a cuckoo. And that feeling in your gut that you get from that image. When you watch this bird feed this parasite, this invader, that's how I feel when I look at most politicians. I feel like I'm looking at a starling raising a cuckoo who's going to kill all the babies in that nest. I don't get that feeling with him.
He's buddies with J.D. Vance.
Sick. Oh, the Alberta separatists are going to sell us out to America.
Oh, yeah, they accuse them of treason. I don't even know who they're talking about.
Just anybody.
Like some clown got some meeting with somebody in the U.S. Would they have a Zoom call or something?
No, they went down there. They went down there.
To do what?
I don't know. He went in a cowboy hat, and I was like, I've never seen a fat cowboy, dude. I'm just telling you.
If you were Trump's Warhammer army and Warhammer Total War 3, would you just go in and take it?
I'd demand money to have Casus Belli, or I'd pay gold to invade, attack my enemies.
Because I kind of think maybe down the line, U.S. and China will be more kind of aligned, but I think there's some grievances.
Maybe.
Because obviously they're very connected in terms of economy and the debt that's shared and the exports of the Chinese. But I don't think they like some of the political influence in Canada. Apparently, they've been talking about that even from Biden. So I don't know. But what were you going to say?
Well, you can't buy NVIDIA cards in China. So that's number one.
What's that mean?
It means any AI initiatives they're going to have to start from scratch to build GPUs.
That's impossible.
It's not fun. You can do it. They're working on it.
I watched a video of microchips, basically, or whatever it's called now. And the manufacturing is unfathomable.
Lithography, yeah, it's fucking crazy.
No,
but
it's impossible.
It's crazy.
This is magic.
But the Chinese are really, really good at taking stuff and just banging it out. Dude, I had a Huawei phone. I liked it. I thought it was
cool. Is that illegal now?
It is.
So you can't get one now?
Can't get one.
In the US? I remember when they were available.
I couldn't buy one here.
Bell just shut down.
Bell used to carry them all the time. And I'm like, damn, this is the company that fucking killed Nortel. Sick.
Damn.
Yeah. But anyways, they...
Remember when they imprisoned that CFO lady? Or whatever?
Yeah, dude.
CEO,
we got left holding the bag.
That was awkward.
Remember the two Michaels?
Yeah, the two Michaels.
What happened to them?
What a scene.
Yeah. What a black eye.
What a silly country.
It had nothing to do with us. We were doing it for America, and we got left holding the bag.
Yeah, the whole thing was insane.
Yeah. You're not allowed to leave.
She stuck in her penthouse for 3 years?
Yeah. You're not allowed to leave the country. And you know what? She didn't. See, boss's daughter, CEO's daughter. They're like, yeah, you just got to tough it out. Dude, do you want to fight these people? That's their cream of the crop. And they'll fucking just dig in. And you're doing it for what? For Trump?
Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on.
They did it for Trump, dude. And he just said, fuck you. You're a problem now. Not concerned anymore. She was a political prisoner. Absolutely. And then they just grabbed two nobodies off the street. And they're like, oh, they're two Michaels. It's like, dude.
Pretty wild.
What are you doing in China?
Pretty wild.
Bald, middle-aged man. What are you up to? Why do they think you have drugs?
Like, why are Canadian politics so embarrassing? Like, our foreign affairs.
Because they're so...
Like, why are we so, like, pathetic?
Because we're not a serious country that takes itself seriously.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Not a serious country.
It's a silly country.
Yeah. And we can't even be silly.
Someone used the term granola the other day.
Oof,
and
that's old magic, dude.
Is it?
Yeah, that's granola hippie. That's fucking 60s talk.
Oh. I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems like a good descriptive word.
Milk toast. Even older. Milk toast. Sopped.
So
milk sop.
What's Carney's next play?
I think that he should take a couple more trips to Europe and then maybe some more to China and then take a couple more trips to America and then maybe take a couple more trips back to Europe and rack up maybe $5 million in in-flight food and then kill himself.
It's sometimes hard to tell if anything's happening. Like, even if they're doing something bad, are they doing anything?
As long as they're doing...
Everything seems really slow, which I don't mind, because usually if they're doing something, it's going to be worse.
Yeah.
So if there's, seems like it takes years to, like, put their dumb laws together.
Do you think it's interesting that the first thing he did was, like, do a fake signing at his desk with the pens, just like Trump?
Classic for the carbon tax.
I'm getting rid of the carbon tax, and he signed it like he... Done.
I bet you they didn't even get rid of it.
No, they didn't get rid of it. They just turned it to zero. The apparatus is still there because the whole conservative thing was like, but no, you got to repeal it. You got to get rid of it. And he's like, no, I'm just going to set it to zero. We'll keep that in the back pocket for later.
What do you think Pierre Poilievre's next play is?
I think it's going to be... You ever watch those info commercials for like, where they just do stupid things to like create a mess, and they're like, has this ever happened to you?
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's a big fat guy eating a bowl full of potato chips, and then he reaches in and he spills it everywhere. That's Poilievre, like, in a nutshell. And I think his next job is to somehow completely blow he's the kicker of Canada. Like, he just blows things. And he's just like, dude, you just kicked the ball through the fucking...
He could be like the Aaron O'Toole in a different like costume.
He is the Shaquille O'Neal free thrower of Canada.
Because he should be like, say you wanted to create a story about it. Like say you wanted revenge. Because like, oh, they humiliated me in my seat and they beat me in like the election that should have been mine. I hate these people. The media, they like smeared me, and it's like,
do you know that I had to go all the way back to Alberta?
Yeah. And so it's like, I need to get revenge.
That backwater.
But it doesn't seem like a guy who wants revenge.
No.
It seems like a guy who's just playing his part.
Wants a paycheck, dude.
Yeah. Peanut gallery.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Speaker, the Right Honorable Prime Minister.
Check out clips of me in question period on TikTok.
Yeah, check out me owning Mark Carney.
So you got to be way more hardcore.
Mr. Speaker. Like, fuck you, dude. Get in there and just be like, this guy eats children. Fuck him. They're like, that's unparliamentary. And he's like, fuck you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
they need to go harder.
Show me you're alive, dude.
It's pathetic.
There's
nothing.
Just like the Alberta Separatist Party, there's no leadership. And like, it doesn't matter how fucking stupid your ideas are. If you're a man of destiny, you can be like, well, we'll just, trump it up. Just be like, well, we might invade. I don't know. We'll leave it to them. But we can. We can. We can.
Embarrassed.
He's like, we can. We can just do it. I hit a button. People die. Like,
people still want CBC to say nice things about them.
Yeah.
See, there was moments where Polyev was most interesting when he was making fun of the media.
That was good. Actually, I think the most interesting thing was he was quietly making like it almost implied that he had some political instinct whatsoever when they're like, here's photos of Polyev talking to the truckers, having coffee. And I was just like, oh, you went down there without a photo crew. You went down there? You didn't bring along a fucking PR person? Like, you didn't turn this into a big to-do. You just went down and fucking talked to them and just, hey, boys, what are you doing?
What about...
that kind of said something to me.
Yeah, true. And of course, that's like one of the reasons he's like enemy numero uno to his detractors. But yeah, it seems like, what have you really got to lose? Like, why don't you just go hardcore and see what happens?
He's not a man of destiny, dude.
But that's the thing. He's like, he cares too much about
Aaron
the
O'Toole.
Opinions from the wrong people.
He's Aaron O'Toole, number 2. He's the Jeb Bush. Did I point out that Aaron O'Toole looked an awful lot like that fucking guy from Minnesota?
Tim Walz?
Tim Walz and Aaron O'Toole, same vibe.
Similar vibe.
Yeah.
Tim Walz got taken out.
Yeah. Dude, kneecapped. He bent the knee.
Kneecapped by a YouTube video.
Yeah. All of a sudden, some 20-year-old who just actually went out and did some journalism.
Sign.
Dude, and they fucking hate him, that Nick guy.
They hate
fucking
that guy.
hate him, dude. He's like, they're going to find him in the streets and kill him. Like, that's how much they hate him.
Yeah.
Just because he was just like, oh, no bad things are happening here. You just hate immigrants. It's like, dude, come on.
The whole thing is so crazy.
It's so crazy. The world,
I said this before, maybe last time we had a chat. We're living in the most interesting times.
You almost can't believe it. And they're like,
I can't even believe it.
By the way, trillions of dollars have been funneled back to Somalia, and they're like, oh, guess what? Here's all the Epstein files. Like, Bad Bunny's playing the Super Bowl. Like, dude, it's too much.
That what I find so interesting about this is not that, like, it's not surprising at all, but it shows how to me it's like that's the whole thing pretty much. It's just like you just have to look at it. Like, these things are so sluiced with fraud and scams, and it's a patronage system for like
voter banks.
Your buddies, you get like all kinds of kickbacks and shady monetary arrangements and deals. But
it's like
this is all of it. Like, say in Canada, so they're the iconic thing is now the Somali daycare. Well, what is the iconic one here? It's the
maid clinics.
No, like the homeless support nonprofits, or the drug treatment stuff, safe supply or safe injection sites, or drug treatment facilities, programs, outreach.
It just makes me think of, like, how like Jayon will like post random things about like crazy fucked up Indian scams. They're like, oh, here's this local MP like paying a bunch of people to go and vote for him, like with cash, like in the middle of the day. And then they're just like, we're not some third world fucking shithole. We're America. And it's just like, no, it's the same thing. It's just you're wiring the money through a series of shell companies, and it's different. It's just sophisticated grift. And they're like, dude, we're so good at grift. You don't even know.
But it's even worse. Like some of it's just, a money pit. But some of these things, they then turn around and use the money against you in some way.
Yeah.
So it's not like if you flush your money down the toilet, so to speak, because you pay some people to keep birds away from statues and they don't actually do it because they just go and buy fancy cars or whatever.
Watch this bathroom. Guard this bathroom.
Yeah, guard this bathroom. But a lot of this stuff finances things that like are absolutely hurting or making the world worse around you.
We got to spend this money on gender change clinics.
Yes, exactly.
So that they can maybe save this one kid who's then going to go on a fucking murder rampage.
No, it's madness.
Gun person. Future gun person.
Like, people in a way focus on these little things too much, but if you take it as an illustration rather than like a big scandal in itself, there was something where Canadian International Development gave like $5 million to some mixed gender like ski training in an African country.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, why? And the bureaucrats are like, well, we just believe like it's a interconnected world and stuff. But
we'll die for homosexuality in Botswana.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. Some things are only people think those are the exceptions is basically what I'm trying to say. But that's the whole thing. You think the Somali thing, like people, sure, say you don't want to scapegoat the Somali.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, well, certain scams are more common with certain kinds of different groups. We all remember the Nigerian email prince scam. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Remember all of USAID?
Yeah. Yeah. But what I mean is like, people are like, oh, well, that's not the way it's supposed to work. And those are exceptions. Those are just cheaters. And it's like, no, the whole system is the cheat.
Yeah.
Like they're all cheaters.
Goy.
And some might, trickle down to whoever you're trying to help or whatever, like special, maybe wholesome cause you're trying to do, like, oh, help the homeless.
Wounded
but most
vets.
of it is just to scam.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a great scam.
Yeah.
Because you just take the money from people and then dish it out to
someone
your
else.
buddies.
Someone else
and
goes.
It's all legal.
Yeah. Someone else goes and puts a gun in someone else's face and says, give me your money. And they're like, okay. And then they're like, can you just give me some of that? And they're like, well, why? And they're like,
here's $5 million to raise awareness.
Yeah. Marketing campaigns.
Raise awareness.
Dude, I heard about that bread thing. So I told you I went to Vancouver for a vacation, a couple days. Like long week. And dude, fucking hate that place.
You hate Vancouver?
I hate it.
Which part did you stay in?
I stayed in Burnaby.
Oh, Burnaby.
Yeah.
Isn't that like Brampton pretty much?
No, there's a lot of Asians. It's nice. It's not
when
Richmond
I was in
has
Vancouver. It smelled like piss.
I decided that this was while I was there was the whole like there was radio ads of like get your bread settlement and I'm like I was like I should get $20 I'll go like and I was like nah fuck it it's not even like
how long does it take to sign up for it or is it too late?
It's too late it's over like
I don't get my $20.
You didn't hit by the deadline the money's been dispersed. All remaining funds will likely be held in trust.
So I don't get anything.
To help bread-related causes, I
don't buy much bread.
But I went out of my way to take a drive through East Hastings, specifically to see it for myself. And
must. This is
in
experience.
December, middle of December.
Doesn't get that cold there.
It's pretty cold. It was cold enough.
How cold was it, do you think?
I mean, people thought we were weird for wearing sweaters. Because it was like it was a Calgary sweater. Cold. So like -5 to -10.
Okay.
And
you go down to East Hastings?
Yeah, and take a drive. And I was like, dude, I bet they're all going to be bundled up. Like, it's cold out for Vancouver. No, dude, it was...
Crackheads in shorts?
Dude, it was nuts. It was nuts, dude. Just the block after block after block.
Dude, it was crazy 20 years ago. It's insane.
I was hoping I was gonna, because you ever see the footage of like there's just people with like rotting limbs, like just laying on the street, like people dying, and they're just like, don't touch them. That don't touch them. And even the paramedics, they're told like, yo, just don't touch him. They're like, he's dying. They're like, don't touch him.
Monkeypox,
dude. And it's just
Sodom and Gomorrah down there.
It's just block after block. I think it was the horde. It was just many hordes on many blocks. And it lived up to what its reputation was.
Is every society cursed to have people like that?
Yes.
And you just got to like deal with it somehow?
Not everyone can eat grapes, dude. Some people are foxes. They don't get grapes. And they can act like they hate it. They can hate everybody that gets grapes, but too bad. You need grace to deal with adversity.
Well, East Hastings is like what's destined for all of us.
I think it's more like what was that alien movie, District 13?
Yeah, District something. 7, 9, 13.
District 13, I think. Where it was just like, they're like, oh, aliens in here. And they sent it like, they were just like the worst aliens. Like, they were just like, they couldn't do shit. They were like foot soldiers. Like they were the, like they were intergalactic Jeets.
Well, it's like the people who won't exist with normal society. So,
do you know that they have a term for this?
Antisocial?
No, well, what we're talking about, it's called the Brazilification.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, you may have your nice highways and your dividers so that people on the highway can't see the favelas on the way to the Olympics. But it's mostly favelas. You know? And the weird thing is, the Brazilian people are actually kind of fucking crazy. Like, if you're into something, you can be into something in Brazil. Like, every subculture, like, preoccupation, it's almost like Japan in that way. Where, like, if you're like, oh, I'm really into, like, Rasta music, there's a Rasta bar. Or I'm really into some obscure pastime. It's there. Just take the train. 40 minutes that way. There's a bar, like, just for that. I want to get punched by a muscle girl. They're like, okay, cool. We got the place for you. Brazil's got that. It's got all the beautiful cultural pursuits that you would see in a affluent and cultured people. But they're also fucking poor as shit. And violent. Full of toxoplasmosis. Like, yeah. And they all know jujitsu, and they all just fucking kill each other. And it's full of crime. And everybody lives in a shanty. And that's the world.
And then you get RoboCop.
Yeah, they tell you to stay in their house while they conduct a special operation. Remember one day in December, they just killed like 60 fucking gang leaders in one day?
No, I don't know.
Dude, there was rockets going up and then like everywhere in the city.
No, it's hardcore. It's like warfare.
So yeah, I don't know. It's the Brazilification, and that's just going to keep going. So yeah, in conclusion, all you can do is be a joyous warrior, I guess. Honestly, dude, all I do now is just fucking like not care. I just lift weights. I don't give a shit. Trying to get my numbers up.
I care, but in a different way, and it's way more fun.
Yeah, I think it's like living to see man-made horrors. Do you know what I mean? Like I've given up on. I don't consider the world my country. If that makes sense.
Stranger in a strange land.
Yeah. No, it's like the Yarvin thing. Like if you go to like some foreign country, you don't participate in their politics. Like you don't care about what's happening.
You're occupied.
Yeah, you're a
That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the people in control are not like my guys.
No, you have no. You're just.
Like I've been conquered.
You're a visitor
by like a religious cult.
You're a visitor in your own country, dude. You're an expat living in your country. You just
something like that.
So what you do is
it is exile.
Yeah, we're in exile. So you just let it go. Don't care. Take care of your friends. Have some kitties.
Oh, you return to the land.
Start a fucking Covco.
The Canada, because there's been this like, Canada nationalism, and Canada has this like the lamest kind of this left wing Eastern nationalism thing, like anti-American in orientation.
Elbows up,
and like just
Trump. Did you see what Trump did?
It's just
Trump.
It's really painful. And I don't feel connected to any of that. Like no connection to Canada.
I get my news.
I feel
from
like
the
a colony that's like conquered.
Yeah,
colony is probably the best way to think about it.
A province.
But not even like, you know, what? I don't know. Rhode Island gets 2 senators. Like we got nothing.
We have the Tonight Show. They hate Trump. 2 scoops. Can you believe that?
Do you think Trump is going to run in 2028?
He should, dude.
Or do you think he'll run as VP for JD Vance, and then if JD Vance wins, he's like, okay, I'm the president.
He'll run as JD's VP and then have him killed.
No, he'll just resign.
Oh, yeah, he'll bend the knee. Everyone bends the knee eventually. Just like Tim Walz. I'm going to make you bend the knee.
So Trump's like 100 years old. Is he like this crazy like Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Maybe.
Some kind of wizard?
Ron Paul.
Remember Ron Paul?
Remember Ron Paul?
You know, it's too bad Ron Paul was a significant predecessor of Trump, which I don't think a lot of people understand. But the whole Constitution thing, it's like, doesn't work.
No one cares.
You just can't appeal to it.
And
it's been turned against you. Like, it's more of a weapon against you than before you, because even Rothbard points this out. He cites that Judge Black, and they're like, yeah, we just say the Constitution endorses this, and then you can do it.
Yeah.
And we do that to like
everything.
Expand the power. And he's not saying it's bad. He's saying like it's good. It's good when we do this. And that's the main purpose of the Constitution, to kind of endorse like increasing power rather than restraining it. So yeah, that's kind of why like Ron Paul, in a sense, like he basically gets the whole thing, but the appeal to the Constitution itself.
What else are you going to appeal to?
Yeah, exactly. You got nothing. The Constitution thing is, it's not the people who will follow the Constitution.
Yeah.
Like Canadians, like the Constitution doesn't mean anything. Charter.
British North American
Although
Act?
the Charter's funny because it just like lets you ignore. You just be like, you just have to basically say you're going to ignore it, and then you can ignore it.
First rule. Anything that is written after the first rule can be ignored if you choose it. I like it when
I kind of like actually not a Danielle Smith really big endorser, kind of weak sauce, but I do appreciate anyone who uses
notwithstanding clauses.
To like stop left-wing judges.
Like Trudeau.
Just do what you want.
Like Trudeau.
They don't need to do it though.
Emergency
because
Act.
Again, they're getting the endorsement of the courts. Like it's all Trudeau's judges. They're like his buddies. They probably go to the same like fencing club or ski resort. That's why only, our team, so to speak, needs the notwithstanding clause. No one else needs it. They didn't need to use it during the virus panic, did they? Everything they did was...
They needed to. It was an emergency.
Like, because that one guy, remember the one guy, he was one of the original, like, drafters or something, that former premier out in the Maritimes, and he was saying, like...
the new fee,
Oh, yeah, they're totally violating it, especially the travel one. And he went through it, and, his argument ultimately fails, of course, but it was interesting because he was one of the original guys.
Brandy. Something.
I forget.
We both know who we're talking about.
So anyway,
sweet old Newfie.
But he's like, yeah, obviously they're violating the charter, but they didn't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
The judge basically said,
oh, they kicked it all the way up the chain and they appealed, and then the Supreme Court,
and then they're like, they ended the regulations, doesn't matter anymore.
Well, so
it's
that
moot point.
The Supreme Court ruled on it. They challenged it again. It's gone all the way through all the appeals. And the Supreme Court is like, no, you violated the charter. The end. And it's just like, okay.
Only with the Emergencies Act, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't.
But that hasn't gone to the Supreme Court, has it?
Yes, it has.
No, I think it's only gone to the second appeal court.
Oh, no, I thought they lost it and they have one more appeal.
The Supreme Court doesn't even have to listen to it if they don't want to.
They could just be like, nah, we're
and
good.
It's like, oh, you violated the charter. And I'm like, okay.
And?
Well, you didn't say you were going to do it. It's like, and?
The fuck are you gonna do?
But again, they don't need the notwithstanding clause for anything because the whole system's got their back. Only, again, our team, so to speak, needs to use it you've got any kind of like.
What
position.
are the punishments for people collectively and willingly violating the charter? Nothing. Why is there even a discussion about this if there's no punishment?
It's basically just a bunch of extra paperwork you have to do.
It's
like after a certain amount of time, you have to do some parliamentary act or something.
Do you know what it is?
You have to say, we're going to do it, and this is why. And then they have to
make a panel?
Proclamation 6 months later if they're going to continue doing it, and that's it.
Make a panel to review what you did.
Oh, yeah. Afterwards, you need to have a panel.
Yeah.
You need to have an inquiry.
Yeah, an inquiry.
And people are always like, the inquiry's going to expose this.
Oh, dude, wait till the inquiry finds out about this. And it's like, it doesn't. So what I think.
And the thing is, they're always like, oh, it's a cover up. It's a cover up. But even take the 9/11 inquiry. The 9/11 inquiry. It's not a. There's tons of info there, mind-blowing stuff. No one cares.
Who cares?
That's why the Freedom of Information Act is so it doesn't matter. If they say you can have it, it doesn't matter.
It matters if it can topple.
They know it doesn't matter.
It matters if it can topple Joe Clark.
Joe Clark. How? That's all you need to know. That's another clear sign that the Conservatives are the designated loser. That Joe Clark was the leader of a party, and he was considered whoa, Joe Clark, he's hardcore.
Finally, our man is in.
Joe Clark.
Dude, we fought long and hard. The day has come.
How is this possible?
Finally, a Freedom of Information Act for some transparency in the government. No, I think the reason why they rule on these things is to establish case law, specifically indicating that no punishments were given out. They're like, okay, yeah, they violated the charter. And they're like, what did the courts do? And they're like, they recommended nothing. They simply ruled.
Mistakes were made.
Hey, look, got to break a few eggs,
Mistakes were made.
Look, I'm not saying...
Pass some new laws and regulations so it doesn't happen next time.
The best part is Trudeau would be like, I'd do it again. I don't care.
I had to keep Canadians safe.
Yeah.
These were difficult decisions.
I did what I had to do.
I did what I had to do to keep
Canadians safe. Dude. And he would do it looking right in the camera, and he'd do it in that like, oh, dude, what if he went back to the, that place where no bodies are actually found and had a little teddy bear, and he was just like, the Supreme Court can suck my dick because I did it for Canada.
Or remember that one time, to sound like an econ spurg, remember that one time when they're like, well, aren't you worried about inflation? And he's like, I don't worry about like monetary theory.
No, he said
I'm trying to keep people safe.
The budget will balance itself.
Well, that was the old classic.
Oh, yeah.
And basically, kind of an unfair criticism, because that's what literally everybody says, because they won't cut anything. They're like, oh, we'll grow our way out of it.
Yeah. We'll just print more money.
So that's literally everybody, but
money
it does
button.
sound stupid.
Hit the money button. Import infinite browns.
The money will balance itself.
Just import people.
Look, I'm going to get a huge raise in 6 months, and
it's going to be
the household deficit will balance itself.
It's going to be a net positive to everybody because we didn't have to pay to put them through school. They hit the ground running. And yeah, they bring their grandmother over, and yeah, they clog up the healthcare system, and yeah, they're given benefits like a regular citizen that they didn't pay into. And yeah, they will somehow drive for 36 hours straight and maybe kill your family and the local hockey team. But like, I'm doing it for like these numbers have to go up and to the right.
So do you think, though,
do you want to sell your house, Boomer, for $750,000?
To some third worlders?
More Browns. More of them. More. Bring them in. Bring them in. Just bring them in. Do you want to sell your house for $750,000 when you bought it for $40,000 back in 1982? Just do what I say. I'm going to make you rich, Boomer.
Got him.
Remember the phrase, the me generation?
No.
Yeah.
Isn't that every generation?
It's the boomers for sure, dude. I slowly began to hate boomers more so than anything else.
Yeah, nobody's all that happy with the boomers these days, except the boomers.
Do you have some Zoom? Like, remember the photo of this boomer giving the double guns, the fingers for that photo?
Yeah, that was a pretty iconic image.
Dude, what a great picture.
That really captures it.
Yeah. Dude, that's like Tank Man, dude. Like, it just pulls. It's like that lady crying in Kent State where they shot the student. Like, it's just one of those moments. It's like a sparrow raising a cuckoo.
A lot of
I fucking hate them, dude.
No, nobody's all that happy with the last century they've created. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They're kind of like
the weak men of history, dude. They've created hard times. Granted,
they enjoyed the times when the Empire seemed to be healthier.
Good times.
Like, the Empire seems to be unhealthy.
Yeah. Hard times.
Or am I wrong?
Hard times.
Is the American Empire rising to new levels of strength?
There were eras when Rome was...
Because they've got a big Warhammer stack that they're moving around.
Yeah, well, the thing is, there was no nearby like shitty civilizations to conquer, so they ran out of money. They had already taxed the shit out of the eastern like colonies to the point where they were pretty much broke, and the money wasn't flowing the way it should. So like there was no one left to conquer. So eventually they turned on themselves. We got to worry about the Italian allies. Italian allies want land. They want to be able to vote. Don't you love the Italian allies?
Hang on. I actually want to go back to Trudeau for a second.
What about him?
Okay.
You thinking about him right now?
No, I'm wondering, like, how do you get yourself a right-wing Trudeau?
You don't. You can't.
No, you got to have the right-wing Trudeau.
They can't, dude. No one is like that.
No, you got to create one, even if it's an AI.
Dude, okay.
Like a holographic
okay, so
man.
Here's what we have to do. We have to have a political dynasty with a name. So we picked an, and so like, what's a
You
conservative
literally
name?
got nothing.
Pick a conservative name
No,
that
it's
like
impossible.
Diefenbaker. And then we have Diefenbaker, no, Joe Clark's grandson.
Or
and
Klein.
yeah, no, that's
like Tommy Klein.
I don't want to sully that. That's a fucking real name, dude.
What about
we can't sully that name.
What about Jayati?
No. Okay, so we take Joe Clark's grandson and then we run him and then he fucking wins. And then we have him, or no, first we got to get him a teaching position where he diddles a young girl. And then we pay them millions of dollars to never talk about it. And then we get him like a whore wife and we make him kiss a dude on TVA. And then
okay, hang on.
I gotta
jump in.
And then we
this is impossible.
Okay,
like Trudeau is 1 in a billion.
Okay, and then what we do is we have him be a ski instructor for a couple years, and then we just put him right to work in politics, right to work, and win his first election, and then have him
take over the country,
and then just like
he's like the 21st century Canadian FDR.
Dude, he just fucking ran that shit. And you know what? To me, nothing personifies
definitely amazing. And everyone else got taken down. Like, remember We Charity got taken down?
Dude, the
We Charity's gone.
SNC
Trudeau remains.
Bill Morneau crying in his fucking milk, dude. It's over.
Morneau's like, maybe we shouldn't spend that much money.
Get out of here, Morneau. Beat it. I'm going to blame this on you. Goodbye. Hey, remember that flight that you took to Africa on their dime? Yeah, be sure it would be a shame if people found out about it. You better fucking apologize about it right now. Dude, dead. Step down.
An absolute killer.
To me,
is Trudeau like a better politician than Trump? Is it Trump versus Trudeau?
No, he's Canada.
Are these the avatars?
He's Canada's Nixon. He's
Canada's Trump.
No, Canada's Nixon. He's the beast. You know the way fucking Fear and Loathing.
I think he's more powerful than Trump.
No, he is the beast. He is the political beast that they would talk about Nixon being. He's just unstoppable. He will not stop. I think nothing personifies the fall of the Liberal Party more than that safety minister that they appointed. That Indian guy who's
like Gary Awaswamy. Why?
That guy. And he's getting dunked on by that Andrew Lawton guy all the time.
No,
he's like
he's awful.
Dude, but like the whole he's always bewildered. Like it's like he has no idea what
he seems like, yeah.
Like he has no idea how he got in the
major lightweight.
Yeah, like someone's just like, what room?
Who thought that was a good idea?
What room are you in right now? And he's like, I don't know how I what.
But Carney got rid of some of his Trudeau guys. Like Chrystia Freeland's gone.
The old.
And she scored Ukraine like a few $1 billion
on the way out. Yeah.
And got a job for the Ukraine on the way out.
Yeah, dude.
And then Guibu. He's like, I know the pipeline.
Yeah. Can't stand
pipeline.
It. I'm out.
Guibo.
Who's that?
And then
Mark.
Hang on. Who's the other guy? Oh, there's that like environmentalist guy.
No, they're old safety.
But Bill
minister.
Blair is gone. Oh yeah, Bill Blair.
No.
The alcoholic guy.
Mark fucking, what's his face? The old safety minister.
No, I don't know. Bill Blair, wasn't he the safety minister before the new guy?
Oh my God, I fucking hate him. Dude.
Is he like that goblinoid looking guy?
No.
Goblinoids?
Mendocino.
That guy. That guy's the worst.
Dude, I've never I wish political violence.
Not a big political Mendocino fan.
Dude, I hated him so much, dude.
They're just like the most
honestly
awful people.
I almost could kind of understand Trudeau. This guy I just fucking hated.
No, awful.
Dude,
Trudeau was just Mr. Canada.
What's up with safety ministers in Canada just being fucking giant pieces of shit?
I can't believe we're stuck with these people.
Forever.
Like on the one hand, it's like, okay, yeah, I guess that's just how it is. But at the same time, it's like, are they really this bad?
Yes, they are.
Because sometimes it seems even for their own self-interest, they could do a lot better.
Do you know what Canada is to me? Now that I think about it, you know how there was that meme where somebody's like, "Oh, fucking Epstein, what a bunch of scumbags," and everyone's just like, "Look, bro, just say you didn't get invited." That's Canada. We're not invited to the wonderful cabal meetup where we get to fucking punish the innocent and indulge in vices.
That's why you got to get with the American program. Like, whether you like it or not, you got to hitch yourself to that and sell them stuff and get rich doing it.
Yeah. Like, literally
like, get over it.
We're standing alone. China wants a trade deal. Europe signed the fucking worst, like the most hilarious trade deal. They're like, all right, no import fees, and we'll pay you money because we've been ripping you off. They bent the fucking, all of Europe bent the fucking knee, dude.
And why wouldn't they?
Dude, and then meanwhile, poor Carney, after trip number 4, $400,000 a flight in in-flight entertainment.
Snacks.
Just snacks, you know.
Doritos.
Couple Cheez-Its, you know.
Pepperoni sticks.
Frugal. Anyways,
Dunkaroos.
$400,000 worth of fucking beef Wellington later. Served on a fucking child's back. He's like, shit, well, I guess I got sold out by my fucking European counterparts. Now I've got to go hat in hand to anybody because I can't dare to fucking back off this like we hate Trump thing. So like maybe China will help me out. So that's how that deal happened. Because Europe backstabbed Mark Carney. They're like, hey, Mark Carney, man, it's so cool that you're in charge of Canada now. Like, let's get together on this and we'll fucking take down Trump. You know, yeah, we're like 1/10 of their economy. And like, yes, they do make up literally 50% of the world's GDP, that one country alone. But like, dude, we can take them. Get in there and get them. Go talk shit about them. And then meanwhile, they turn around and they're like, Trump, can we still get that fucking deal? What do you say we get a deal? Dude, and Trump's ears
wouldn't be hard.
Trump's ears probably perk up like a fucking German shepherd. He's like, deal? Yeah, we'll make a deal.
Come on down to the White House. We'll eat some Big Macs.
Tell you what, buddy, come on by. Hey, did you see this photo of me serving Big Macs? You know what? I installed a fryer in the back.
Here's a Make America Great Again hat. Here's a Trump 2028 hat.
Did you see that time that I ordered McDonald's for everybody that came over? I'll do that for you too. Let's talk turkey. Tell you what, later I'll take you down to Mar-a-Lago.
Make a deal.
Well, let's make a deal.
Sell some cheese.
Tell you what, dude, let's just, I offer you oblivion.
You've been ripping us off for decades.
You talk a lot of the only reason why you exist on this earth is because of us.
So the last thing that Canadians got all butthurt about was the bridge thing. Did you see that?
Dude, it's awesome.
Have you been like...
I saw it.
Do you know my connection to the bridge thing over all these years?
No.
Because way back in the day when they originally proposed building it, like in the Stephen Harper era,
yeah,
the Ambassador bridge owner, he's like, well, I'll just like expand my bridge, like the private bridge owner, and they hate this guy. The Canadian government absolutely despises this guy who owns this like international border crossing bridge. So like, we're going to build a new bridge.
Seems a little weird.
And he's like, I'll replace it. No public money. Like, no, we're gonna build a new bridge. It's the Nitsy, which became the Gordie Howe Bridge. But basically, like, America's like, we're not chipping in any money.
Yeah.
And Stephen Harper's like, we'll pay for your half as well.
Oh my god.
So he gave like foreign aid to build this bridge.
Okay.
Like, a big, grift project. Like the unions are happy, the construction companies are happy.
Another cross
4 billion, which probably doubled to like 8 by the end.
Another cross-border dispute solved masterfully by the
then Trump's like, we're closing down the bridge.
Shut it down
until you get what you owe us.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And it's like, you're Canadian. Why are you laughing? I'm like, because it's
fucking hilarious.
It's so ridiculous.
It's so hilarious. We're gonna build our own.
Jason Kenney's like, this is ridiculous.
Oh, Jason Kenney's been on one, dude.
Jason Kenney is the new Andrew Coyne.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's hoping.
My favorite thing where he was like,
if he's anti-Trump enough, he'll get a Senate.
He was like, you don't need to pander to immigrants. That's not Canadian. And then everyone just started posting photos of him with the like turban on. They're like, fuck you, dude.
You do have to pander.
You have
like,
to.
what are you going to do?
Just kiss the wall, fucker.
Kiss the wall. You're going to have to kiss the ring or they kiss yours.
Yeah.
Like, who's offering what?
Kiss the wall.
Trump can say kiss the ring.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, the Gomalian community's like, kiss the ring.
Put on the fucking hat and kiss the wall, dude.
You got to build a coalition of factions.
Coalition
to
of the
hack
willing.
the democracy.
Of the willing. Remember the coalition of the willing? Who was the prime minister of England during Bush?
Tony Blair?
Tony Blair. There we go.
He's a mastermind.
Yeah, Blairites.
And
Dude.
he talked to Carney like a month before he decided to go for Canadian
What's going
Prime
on?
Minister.
What's going on with Tony Blair, dude?
He knows how the world works.
Do you think he knows the secret of this world? The truth? Do you think he also
I
knows?
actually don't think he does, but
I think he might. No,
he's
I don't.
powerful. He's like an evil mastermind.
But he doesn't know the truth of the world.
No, I don't think so.
Not enough to eat people.
No, I don't think you need to know the truth of the world to eat people. I actually think
that it drives you to eat.
Maybe that's too much of a detour.
I think it drives you to eat people, to know the truth of this world. Do you remember the story, the picture of Dorian Gray?
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
That's the truth of this world. That's what it does to you.
Yeah, what is it?
What does he do with his immortality?
What is the truth?
He takes off to the Orient. Experiences everything the world has to offer. Doesn't age a day. Fucking just snorts heroin all day. Smokes opium. Probably gets up into all sorts of what the British would call buggery. And what happens to him? Nothing. He's invincible. There's a painting in an attic in a house on the other side of the world that is slowly becoming disgusting.
That's epic.
It's you. That's you. But you stay young, keep doing heroin, keep getting up to buggery. And eventually, someday, at some point, you're like, I wonder what people taste like. Why shouldn't I just try them? You know, I should probably just kidnap this kid and eat him. Take him to my island, my private island, Little St. James. I'll go there and I'll take the people there and I'll fucking eat them. And do you know who's going to stop me? Fucking no one. Because there's a painting in the attic of a house on the other side of the fucking world. Who's got to pay the price for this? But not me. The truth of this world could be something like that. That they realize they are Dorian Gray. And there's no bottom. Eat the people. It's okay. Why shouldn't you? Too heavy?
I don't know.
Tony Blair may.
I don't know if it passes the smell test.
Yeah, I'm trying to squeeze that in there, but I think that's what it's like when you've
what are we talking about? The secret of the world?
No, the truth of the world.
The truth of the world?
Yeah. You get transported to the middle of Earth and you speak with like an entity that's behind everything, dude. And realize that none of this matters. Eat the people. It's okay.
But that's like the anti-secret of the world. That's like the
That's why it's called the truth, dude.
It's like the ultimate lie.
Oh, the truth.
Like the lie so lying it becomes the truth.
Yeah. Like are there things beyond that? Like not for them. They'll never know. The gates,
like the lie, like
the
Satan is the prince of lies or whatever, father of lies, right? And it's like that dishonesty with reality.
The gates of heaven are closed to these people. And so they have to find a new truth.
They have no eyes to see.
Yeah. They have
but the Lord sees.
I get it. But the truth of the world Not of heaven, not of creation, but of the world.
Like Satan is called the prince of this world?
Yeah. Eat the people. It's okay. No one's going to miss a couple kids. The kids go missing all the time, dude. Just fucking chop them up. It's okay. You're rich.
But that's just it. That's the lie. That's the state of the curse.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the lie brings the curse on you.
Just throw them
so
in
it's like
just throw them in the valley.
It's like the anti-secret.
Put them in the statue. Burn them for good luck. You know, it might help. Ball might
no, because like
yeah.
So
just sacrifice them.
You know the old tradition about the fallen angels, and they like you get the Nephilim, the giants. Well, and like you know some of the traditions, they become cannibals and they drink blood, like they eat people, and that's considered even in like you know the curse of Deuteronomy. That's like the final state, like cannibalism, basically. So that can only be like to basically move to that state is like ultimate denial of what you're supposed to be because so it can't be like a secret of the world.
No, it's the truth.
It's like no, it's not the truth of the world. It's like exactly the opposite. It's like exactly the opposite of the truth of the world. It's like the ultimate lie.
Well, that's the thing. You can never know the secret, but you can know the truth. Because the secret is barred to you. The gates are closed. We know what you are. So it's like the world of materialism. There is no other. There is nothing else.
Well, so think about this. Remember the other day I was telling you about like the midpoints of like those books in the biblical text?
Yeah.
So like the chiasm and you get the midpoints and those structures are everywhere. So Book of Psalms, midpoints like 72. And in the midpoint of Matthew, Christ quotes from that psalm. So like there's kind of like this mapping of the midpoint of the chiasm onto itself.
Yeah.
And the thing he quotes from it is like the secrets will be revealed. So the midpoint of that's quoting the midpoint of the Psalms where it says the secrets will be revealed. And it's like maybe the secret of the world is in that psalm. Maybe you got to read that. Because actually in Codex Leningrad, actually you can get it down to basically one of two verses for the secret if you follow that line of thinking. Because the scribes were onto it. And in the margin of Codex Leningrad, the scribal note is like, this is the middle of the book. And it's, you know, at that midpoint, like to the verse. There's the secret. Epstein doesn't know that secret. He's repulsed by it. He needs to cover the truth with his lie.
Do you know that the other thing that you can do is you can take a chicken and put your sins in it? Do you know that you can do that?
That doesn't work.
No, you can just do it. You just put your sins in the chicken.
No, it doesn't work.
It goes straight to hell. Not you, though. You've outsmarted God. You tricked him.
No, it doesn't work.
You're better than God. You tricked him. He found a loophole.
There's no loophole.
Just put the sins in the chicken and you're free. Born again.
Escape from the cosmic justice.
Born again. If you can be born again, so can they.
See, the lie is the rules don't apply to you and that you can get away with it.
Absolved of my sins thanks to a loophole.
And that's what Trudeau understood.
Absolved. Just put it in the chicken. Just wave it around. Kill it. It'll go to hell. I don't
understand the chicken reference. Is this an Epstein Files thing?
No, it's a Jewish tradition where you basically sacrifice an animal like a chicken and put your it carries your sin for you. You don't know about that?
Day of Atonement. It's Leviticus 16. It's like you put the blood on the sins on the goat of Azazel.
Yeah, but they
send it out to the wilderness.
Yeah, except they just do it with the chicken now. They don't even spend the money for the goat.
They can't do the ritual. They don't have the temple. Like that's the weird thing about like the post Second Temple Jewish religion. Like they can't really do it the way it was meant to be done. So it puts them in an awkward position. No temple means no sacrifice system.
I believe it's called Kaparot.
Kaparot?
Yeah. Is a pre-Yom Kippur ritual where some Orthodox Jews symbolically transfer their sins to a live chicken.
See, you can tell they've gone off the rails.
No, dude, chosen people. Get fucked.
No, it's off the rails.
No,
and that's the problem. They don't have the system, so they have to come up with this patchwork now.
Oh, you have to wave it 3 times. You ever hear the expression
magic spells?
You ever hear that expression, wave a dead chicken over it?
No.
Yeah.
Isn't that with a different animal?
No, wave a dead chicken over it.
No.
So practitioners swing the bird over their head 3 times, recite prayers, and then have it slaughtered according to Jewish law. The meat is then typically donated to charity, aiming for repentance. We tricked God.
They didn't trick you.
I cast a spell.
Yeah, they're trying to come up with a spell.
Yeah.
Because they can't do the system anymore. The system doesn't work under their system. Which doesn't sound right, but maybe you know what I mean.
You're just a goyim. What do you know?
See, the whole like Abrahamic religion thing, there's only one.
Judeo-Christian?
Well, like the ancient Israelite religion goes to early Christianity. It doesn't go to like rabbinical Judaism. There's a split there, right? And then
Jay Dyer disagrees.
And then Islam is also different. It's like they're basically, you could even call rabbinical Judaism like an early Christian heresy.
An abomination.
Or not like if you accepted its continuity with the older religion, you would say it was like a heresy from like the original Torah or the old scriptures.
You're so just like Protestantism?
No.
Rabbis are basically Protestants.
No.
You don't consider Protestantism heresy?
No.
Dude, you gotta go. You gotta go. You can't have a personal relationship with God. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Protestants gotta go.
No.
Do you think
this is a Protestant country?
Yeah, they gotta go.
No.
Do you think it's interesting that another thing that was in the Epstein emails where he was just like, he said something about a weekly pint of Mormon blood, which was weird. But he also said something along the lines of like, oh, like they don't get it. Like we're not really afraid of like Protestants or, like these other offshoots. Like Catholics are the problem.
The problem with what?
Do you think the Jew fears the Catholic?
No.
Do you know what a converso is?
No. It's in rough shape.
Catholicism? Yeah. It's bad. It's bad.
Like they've got all these amazing buildings over there.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
burn it down. Build it again.
Europe's messed up, man. What's going to happen to Europe?
I don't know.
Is it toast?
Maybe England will snap.
England seems like it's the only one that has a chance.
Yeah. But if it happens in, like, I think I was telling this to somebody the other day, like, if it's going to happen anywhere, it's got to happen in England.
It seems like it's the only place where it could kind of work because they've still got, it's kind of like an island. And
do you know what they got to do?
What do I know?
Prince Charles, or like King Charles dies. Prince William inherits the throne, but he's been a secret.
And he's like Hoppian.
He's a secret chud, dude. Like he's just like, okay. So what he does, and like he's been reading Yarvin like every day. Like every day he's just getting fed this.
Maybe
like,
he read, what's that book by the Prince of Liechtenstein?
Oh, I didn't read
That's like.
Yeah, maybe he the Prince of Liechtenstein like tutored him when he was a kid and always left this.
Because that's the
like, mirror
Stuart throne that really should
restore
have the rightful claim.
Restore the Stuarts, dude. So anyways, he gets named king. Next day, he's like, all right.
He rules like Karl Franz.
No, next day he's like, all right, boys. This has gone on long enough. Any true Englishman, meet me outside of Parliament and we're going to fucking fix this shit. And they're like, what are you going to do? And like, something we should have done a long time ago. We're going to fucking shut down the House of Commons. We're going to reinstitute the throne.
That would be hilarious.
And we are fucking taking this shit back. Who's with me?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeehaw.
Yeah.
Go for it, England.
Dude, my gut, like,
long live King William.
give some money to some GoFundMe's, dude. You know?
Long live King William. That's our king, man.
Yeah.
Canada king.
Yeah.
King of Canada.
Do you imagine?
Abolish the Canadian Parliament.
Us next, please.
Us next.
Please.
Save us from Trump.
Please, Prince William. King William.
Hail to the king.
And then he get a sweet name like
Long live the king.
King William the unifier. King William the dude, but like imagine he just dissolves Parliament and he's like, I'm taking England back into receivership. I am the rightful like
see that's what you got to do.
Yeah, can you imagine?
King England.
Yeah.
Britain king.
And he just says royal decree, get
like
fucked.
We're doing it.
Legitimate.
We're doing it.
And it's not just like some mob. The names have power.
Yeah, what are they going to do? Side with the Parliament?
Over the King of England? They're like, you have no power here. And he goes,
he's the guy who stays out of trouble. Like,
yeah.
I think they like him and his wife.
Yeah, what if he did it? What if he just did it one
Don't
day?
They have a nice little family, and then there's like idiot who got disowned
yeah.
for some Hollywood hussy.
And there's Andrew. What the fuck is going on there? Tied up with fucking Epstein.
William's just staying out of trouble.
Eating babies, dude.
King Bill.
Yeah.
Call me King Billy.
He's like, yeah, he's running around, hair, bald as shit, dude. Doesn't
King
care.
Silly Willy.
Didn't get a hair transplant. Didn't fuck with wigs. He's just going bald.
Can you imagine?
Imagine. Dude, what if it happened?
And then, a few years later, Baron Trump rises. Or Hunter Biden.
He unifies the German field of, like, world of German idealism and reigns supreme.
They'll need, like, a reconquista of continental Europe.
Our buddies are in trouble over there. They've been held down for too long. Let's get over there.
It seems like a fantasy novel.
But dude, I'm telling you, the world would turn with just that one.
That's what needs to happen.
One guy.
You called it right here. So in the next 30 years, we'll see what happens.
Dude, but if it's got to happen anywhere.
Is he a warrior?
No. Well,
don't they have to serve in the army or something? Or didn't Harry get a cushy job in Afghanistan?
They had that one clip where they're like, all right, boys, like, oh, the Iraqis are mortaring our base. Like, run, you know.
It's the only way.
Yeah.
Because the only hope is England, but it needs that simple, like Legend of Galactic Heroes. Like, men don't fight for ideas, they fight for the man that embodies the idea. Think about it.
Yeah.
King William.
Dude, what if?
But we got King Charles right now.
And you know what the first thing he did?
He's kind of weird.
Do you know the first thing he did? Banned smoking.
Did he?
Yeah. He banned the sale of tobacco to people under the age of like 35. Just can't sell it to them.
That's stupid.
Oh. But then they had that weird omen where, remember the day he got like announced that there was a
cancer?
No, there was a video of a white horse bloody running through the streets.
That's weird. I remember that.
Yeah.
Or was this a Mandela effect thing?
No, that happened. I watched the video.
Okay, yeah.
It was spooky.
I remember that.
It was weird. Like, if you don't believe in portents, importance.
Yeah, that
was
bobcat
one.
We saw.
Yeah.
Do you think that was a portent?
Nah, that was just a bobcat.
Like a little bobcat.
Yeah,
he's a big kitty.
What about a bloody white horse running through
That's
England?
Not good.
In 2025,
not
dude.
Good.
Something's up. Not good.
The symbols are all around us.
Those with eyes to see.
That's what like crazy guys like Alex Jones are good for. Like they see patterns, they just don't know what's going on. The schizos. The
schizos beat the psychos, dude.
You got to have some schizos on your team. Do you think schizo is inherently right wing?
Yeah.
Because the leftist Prague, he'll say,
do you think psychos?
Where's your source? And the schizo says, I saw it in a dream.
It came to me in a dream.
Came to me in a night. Vision quest.
I read the signs.
You know, Socrates said he had a daimon.
Yeah.
That like was the voice that gave him insight.
That might have been like left hemisphere, right hemisphere crosstalk, but yeah, maybe.
No, it was like a demonic possession.
Huh.
What do you think? Was
Socrates?
Were they justified in executing Socrates?
Yeah, he was corrupting the youth.
So you support that?
Yeah.
So that's a right-wing position.
Corrupting the youth. He's got to go.
Got to go. Corrupting the youth? Do you think corrupting the youth should be a death penalty?
I mean, for him, it was just...
Not a big fan. So it's a death penalty.
Wait a second. You can have sex with women?
See, that's like a... You know how you can be like the questions?
Yeah.
Like, are some people better than others? What do you think of the First Crusade? Or like, you know, you could be like...
Were the Greeks right in killing Socrates?
Yeah, were they right in killing Socrates?
Yeah, as long as it wasn't put up to a vote, I don't care.
Because a lot of people, especially like these kind of so-called conservatives or like right-wingers and stuff, they kind of like hold up Greek stuff.
Yeah, get out here and face Athenian
and like
justice.
The Greek, like, I don't know, classical, like, the classical education, like, it's all interesting, it's all good and stuff. But
it's because the Romans loved it.
A lot of it was degenerate.
Yeah.
See, like, so Socrates, you know, the demon, was really a lot about war, slavery. They didn't treat women very well. Polytheism, weird sex stuff, which always goes together. Homosexuality.
The Greeks invented sex, and then the Romans found out you can have it with women.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's a good one. No, because classical Greek education was not Socrates. It was Pythagoras.
People like, oh, Western values are like classical civilization and stuff, and like all the Greeks, but a lot of that stuff was kind of like got, I don't know, like fossilized into or encrusted into like more of the Southern European and kind of like Constantinople kind of thing. But Northern Europe, it was like more pure, raw, like Christian missionary stuff that turned over like these old traditions. These people didn't even like keep any of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like all our accounts of like Nordic myths and stuff, it was all written down by Christian missionaries who went up there because no one kept track of anything. There was nothing there. And so you get like this kind of like almost cleaner slate because you get away from the Greek influence more in the Northern European. I think that's a big part of why those countries develop differently.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, like, you know, that comes with its own problems, but it's like the more Protestant nations like Scandinavia, Germany, but, you know, kind of different. Again, not necessarily better or worse, but a different kind of development. And I think like, but anyway, I think especially a lot of right-wingers now, like there's virtues in kind of like pagan civilization and stuff that you can see, and there's value in all that. But I think there's kind of like this really fake, like, oh, you've got to go back to this. It's like, it's not possible. And
the baptism,
it's almost the equivalent of what we were talking about like near the start of this conversation, where the leftists pursue something that's inherently impossible. Like, you can't roll back the clock, man. You can't go back in time, man. Time only marches forward, man.
Progress.
But that's the thing. So like, that's kind of the complicated thing. So like, you don't want to progress, so to speak, because say you're the reactionary, crazy, evil, bad person type.
Do you know what the antonym to that is?
What?
Return.
Yeah, you want to return, but at the same time, you can't really. This is the hard part that we don't really understand, because like, you know, a king. We're like, yeah, it'd be awesome to have a king. That's why the King William thing is interesting. But you can't like have like an old Christian European style king now. Like that doesn't, you can't do that. Like you can't create one, in other words. Like you can't make a king of Canada out of nothing, basically. But the new version of that is kind of what I mean. Like, what does that look like? You don't go back to these things because you can't. Like, you basically have to destroy society to do it, which is almost...
Looks like Baron Trump.
It's almost like the same thing in the opposite direction of the Prague. Yeah, maybe Baron Trump can become, like, the God King, or he, like, sets up a throne for himself.
Yeah.
And he tears down, like, Congress and the Supreme Court. He's like, I'm Baron Trump now. King Baron.
I am the
King
executive
Trump.
branch.
I am the executive, the judiciary, and the legislative branch, all on from my throne with my scepter of iron. But yeah, so like the right wing kind of conundrum is like you want to do something different, but you can't go back. You like might get some inspiration or some value out of that, but you can't like go back to that. Does that make any sense? You know what I'm saying?
That's the Romans had a hard on for the Greeks, and they're like, yeah, we should be more like the Greeks. I'm just like, you can't. You're Romans.
Well, I'm saying there's a lot of value in getting away from that in like the northern European places where you had like these, you kind of rewrote the people. Because, you know, like there's a point where in Rome, you know, they're writing laws on paper and stuff, and
you got to be careful because if you do that, you get the Welsh.
Yeah, that's
that's the Betsy. No, I see what you're saying. It's there.
But yeah, like I think to go back, it's like it can be almost as destructive as what the left wants to do going forward. And there needs to be, this is the paradox, like you need to have a forward oriented reactionary kind of like response to the progressive alternative. And I don't know what on earth that could be. You might get like, oh, the techno commercialism or ethno nationalism or theocracy. And like it's all seems kind of half baked and kind of ridiculous, but it's not going to be like Greek. Like, you can't just like do stuff like that.
You can't regress. You must return.
Anyway, another thing I was going to say is I think the witches took over.
Yeah.
So did I tell you about this? This witch hunting manual?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I read this and it made me realize the witches are in control. So bring that back maybe full circle to Epstein.
Yeah.
Like this is all classic stuff.
Yeah.
So think about that.
Do witches wave chickens over their head 3 times?
I don't know, maybe.
Does it absolve them of sin?
They do weird stuff with animals.
Did they try to trick God?
Yeah, and they're trying to trick his creation into like not following God's plan.
Kabbalists.
Yeah, in upper echelons, there's witches, sorcerers, and witches.
Spirit cooking.
This is a slightly more politically correct translation of it, and they don't use the term witch. They generally use the term sorcerer. Hammer of witches.
Think about it.
Read it.
Spirit.
Get your witch hunting kit ready. Do you have a vampire hunting kit?
No.
Okay, well, you need one of those and you need a witch hunting kit. They're not the same.
I have the armor of God, dude. I need nothing.